We are live.
Oh my goodness. We are live. And welcome back,
take
everybody.
Extra long, or was it just me?
It did seem to take a bit longer. Brian probably did something wrong.
Or was doing something right this time.
No. I blame you. If there's anything that you detected as not normal, it's you.
Which is probably true. Well, welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of GURPS After re.Birth. I am your host today and GM, CommJunkee, with my intrepid band of adventurer friends. And we are here to do a thing.
I don't know. Friends is a little bit of a strong word, don't you think?
And you're right there with exciting.
Hey, you gotta try. We can try.
It gets really tedious saying "quote unquote" every time you say a word.
That's true. Take everything we say at this point with a grain of salt. Exciting, friends, people that I game with. It's probably more true. All right. With that in mind, I guess we will begin with some bookkeeping for those who are available tonight. Unfortunately, Padre Moto will not be joining us. Sad face.
I do not have anything to spend. I don't know what to spend my 2 points on. So I'm going to hold on and then get 4 points.
I'm buying 25 extra hit points.
I don't think you are.
Isn't it like 2 or 3 points per hit point? 2
points, actually. And there's like a max, I think. 3?
I think it's 10% or something like that of your.
Well, there's a max realistic.
Yeah, 10% over your current strength. Like I think it is.
I think that may be right.
So, if there's any additional book, you may increase your shotgun as.
Speak.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt.
You can interrupt. Go right ahead. I do. Heck, I interrupt myself sometimes.
No, that's true.
Not sometimes.
Hush you.
I have a bunch of skills. I don't know what I want to spend. So, I'm not spending nothing.
Well, I'm not sure what Fisher learned last time.
He certainly didn't learn how to duck.
That not
he
all
did
building, not all cover act or not all concealment acts as cover.
It was cover. It was just facing the wrong side.
He learned that incoming fire has right of way.
He already knew that.
He definitely knows it. So we're ditching Fisher here and taking the other guy, right?
Or whoever.
The GM hasn't said yet.
Yeah. So I guess with part of bookkeeping, we can kind of do a quick rules investigation. So it was brought up on our Discord.
Too late. He's already injured.
Well, it's true. I don't know if I can roll back the clock that far back, but that as a GM, I failed in knowing all the rules. So I will.
11 billion of them.
Yep. Yeah. So it was brought up that there were a couple features that should have been appropriate to the robot's inability to probably target as quickly or be as accurate. Some of those being.
I seem to recall, wasn't it the shrapnel that did the
It was. It
so quit your bitching, Daniel.
I wasn't bitching.
So it's still possible a similar outcome could have occurred, but I'll have to make sure I watch for things like does the robot have telescopic vision? It did have altered time rate, so being able to process what was going on very quick. Yes, it did.
That's interesting. How would that factor in?
I don't know.
It had the predator thing where it like did the.
So
you just randomly go, oh, it needed 3 more points. Okay, then it had a targeting computer that gave it 3 points.
but
No, I don't think the
to
end
be
results
fair-
were too far off from where they should have been, regardless.
I'm telling you, what's going to happen is they're going to inject some green goo into your Fisher, and we get back, you're going to have a third eye.
Well, it could be worse.
No, it's going to be worse. I didn't say where the third eye was going to be.
That's an excellent point.
I don't know where it's going to be. Like maybe it's at the back of your head, so you technically
maybe
sort of get 360 degrees, but you're also taking like a -10 penalty on everything because, well, my eyes are not supposed to do this.
it's right above the right kneecap.
No, I guess it could be like where the guys who wear an eye patch, for doing certain, like, isn't it the biathlon Olympians that wear an eye patch sometimes while they're shooting? So I can't remember who does that.
No idea.
No idea.
Nope.
So I'm going to share this a little bit. So this is just to give you kind of a small taste of this is not what the current city looks like, but this is sort of the area I've been working with for where the town or the is. They've kind of, like I said, some of these buildings are not fully constructed. There is a parking garage.
Town?
The Brobrick, the settlement that you're in.
Okay.
They've
Well,
kind
at
of
least they got a
converted.
soccer field.
Yeah, well, that's converted into a garden, for the most part. Now,
Hey.
So the town really only kind of now they use some buildings and such as exterior walls. It sort of more fits into that area there. So where that soccer field is actually now a garden. There's probably hold on, remove this box now. This is a parking garage, and they've got a lot of their town stuff is in there.
Doesn't look like a parking garage to me.
Well, it's the top of a parking garage. If you notice, look here, that's actually a ramp, a driveway ramp that goes down into the parking garage.
No, it's an arrow pointing to something.
Yep. And Shepard starts feeling some intense pains and starts coughing up blood.
I'll
It's
be
terrible.
fine.
But I'm taking this image and slowly converting it to make it look more.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's a long and arduous process.
Are you using
It
paint?
is very slowly.
Well, no.
You should use paint to do it.
Yeah, right. But trying to use tokens and not tokens, but tiles and stuff for various cargo containers and stuff. So it's walled in with cargo containers and this like some of these buildings are like
Right.
broken in and or collapsed or just exterior windows have been sealed, etc. But that gives you kind of an area of what the town sort of looks like or where it was built into this town. It's actually up on a hill. It is up on a raised hill area. I've given some here, some images for some of the NPCs. There's the doc that's been helping you out, and Rebecca for those. Yes, we totally just ripped off that from.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you didn't.
But yeah, so I'm slowly working images in because I want to be less lazy and give you guys something to work with.
Yeah, you just can't be bothered some days.
Oh, my weeks have been ridiculously full. Like today, hey, I got to start laying down flooring at my mother-in-law's place.
Yeah.
And then I realized
Well.
it was not vinyl plank, but actual laminate, and that doesn't cut as easy. So added dice. Anywho, back to the game. Where we last left off, the group started to travel north to and past Przemyśl. Where's my map? That probably is a little more helpful if I have my map. Not penthouse roof night.
Well, duh.
So the party, in an attempt to reach Regishaw to find medical equipment and gear to attempt to assess their current health and the status of what they believe to the whatever infection that they had encountered, were stopped prematurely in Przemyśl by a robot that had been damaged and yet grew into a tree. It became known locally as the troll. The players engaged it. It engaged back, injuring Fisher to a degree that the party had to rush back to the settlement of Dobrobit and seek emergency medical attention from the local doctor. And that was my talk. Deciding that something outside was important to warn us about.
As it always does.
So player
we had to take Fisher back.
So Fisher has received emergency medical attention and will live, at least for now. Assuming it's.
I'm telling you, he's going to have a third eye or a third arm or a tail. He might be purple when we get back.
Yeah, I was going to say,
kind of amusing.
if it hadn't ended up working out the way it did, I think, given the work I put into the character, I probably would have gone ahead and paid the 25 points for extra life.
That's pretty lame.
You familiar, Mark? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, you pay 25 points. That? Yeah, and then you don't die, but you now have a deficit, and I'll allow it for going forward. If you desire not to die, you can take a 25 point deficit and not.
So, picking up where we left off then.
So, picking up where we left off. Fisher is a slab of meat on a bed recovering, while, the rest are there. It is
still pretty early.
It is still pretty early.
So after we're probably assured that he's okay, then I guess we'll probably go back and see if we can't scavenge from the troll.
Well, do you even actually know it's down? I mean, you guys.
It exploded.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's done.
Well, we'll send Nathan and the big guy out there to see if it shoots at them.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Depends on.
It'll be fine. I'll go out there.
All right. So.
But we're going to switch out Fisher with a functional PC since he's a slacker.
There is Salvador is available, I believe, and already is selectable.
You know what would be really funny is if circumstances make it such that we never come back here.
That'd be about right, wouldn't it?
I forgot that I gave Salvador a shield and a hard hat.
No, we lost the shield.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, he ditched that.
That's the bulletproof shield thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
remember
one of
we
those
used that
ratchets.
against the fire things.
Oh, that's right. He needs a weapon.
He'll be fine.
I thought he had one.
Oh, he does. There's a machete.
Yeah,
See, he's
it's
got a
not
weapon.
showing up on the sheet.
I just did it. I just did the ID
Okay.
and ID.
Oh, this is that. Okay.
Yeah, it's doing that funky stuff.
Well, that's weird. I mean, I've already used this character. Why would you have to redo that?
I don't know.
I didn't think that happened. Whatever.
He does have crossbow, and you guys do have crossbows.
Yeah, because those are so
Well, he has a
super
crossbow.
effective against robots.
Well, but they could be effective against something else.
Other robots.
I'm going to give him the compound or the crossbow.
We didn't say he could have the crossbow.
I've already got a crossbow.
Well, then, oh, does he already have a crossbow? I don't
You
see
not even
stat-
know your own character?
Well, no, it's not showing up in the melee combat thing.
It's because
it's not a melee combat weapon.
Oh, it's okay. It's not showing up in the range combat.
Hi,
No, it may not be. It's not equipped. So now I just equipped it.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
But it apparently does need to be identified or something.
There it goes. Oh, that's why. I'm like, I thought this guy had something, and then it's not there. So I'm like, didn't I give this guy some weapon? And then I look at his
Well, it's my
skill
problem now.
list. All right.
I've still got $800 worth of miscellaneous tools.
We're probably not going to take those.
You know what?
Might
I'm
take
totally
those.
getting some binoculars, so I can hand those out.
Binoculars is a tool.
I believe that was 150, which will make it 600.
Right.
At
I was like
TL6.
wondering how the hell does he still have money? And then I forgot I had gotten a bunch of extra ammo. And it's like, right. That's where all my money went. I had like the equivalent of $2 left. And that wasn't even enough for one bullet.
Well, here goes most of that 800.
Give me one moment. I really have to make a quick bio break.
Should have done that before
Lame.
the game.
I know, but
What kind of GM do we have, guys?
Huh. Apparently, they don't
just
weigh anything,
really
and the
quick
cost
break.
on there is different. Hurry the hell up. Damn. 3 pounds?
What? That's 3 pounds.
Binoculars.
Those are some heavy binoculars.
These are those really big ones. Okay, well, I'll just stick with that then. How about
What is Salvador's advantages, disadvantages sort of stuff?
What did he have?
I mean, are we gonna be sad if he like rushes forward like a crazy person?
Well, I guess that's up to you. Traits. What did he have? Nothing.
Yeah, that
He
doesn't
has,
really help.
He has a bunch of unused quirks.
Lame.
Curious, greed, light sleeper, overconfidence, post-combat shakes, which I probably didn't roll that last time I played him.
Jeez.
Sense of duty,
Did
shyness.
you just like take a bunch of mine? Because it's like I got light sleeper, overconfidence, post combat shakes, and I did
Maybe
roll
he
it
did.
after this.
That'd be just like our GM to just rip off the
I
PCs
know.
and make NPCs out of them.
Well, no, it can't be like mine because I actually have my quirks populated.
Say again.
Moving on, we're going back to Przemyśl. Is that right?
I'm going back to Kelly.
To Cali.
I don't think so.
All right. So, en
Oh
route
yeah,
to
he doesn't have
Cali.
a crowbar anymore either.
Oh,
Yeah, that got broken.
Yeah, that did get damaged.
So
Okie
let's
dokie.
get back and sneak across the bridge.
All right. Give me. Give me. I guess it would be a perception. Well, you're driving. That's right. So we gotta figure
That
out.
would be Nathan doing the driving, I think.
I don't need a driving check if you're just driving. You're not driving like crazy people this time. So getting there and getting back's not. I'm not too worried about that. All right. So how close do you guys get to the?
Well,
If we were able to identify
Salvador
the
has
fact,
binoculars.
yeah, if we were able also to identify that that thing was borked, grown up in the tree, so we should probably try to find a way that it's not being not able to torso twist or whatever toward us, and then approach it from that direction.
Actually, how much experience does Salvador have with robots?
Give me a universe reaction roll.
A good one or a bad one?
Yes.
Bad. He has none. Neutral.
How
So
about that?
he's never encountered or messed with.
He doesn't even
robots
believe
before.
robots exist. That was a guy wearing a robot suit.
Right.
How deep is the river? I
Didn't
remember we
we ask
discussed
that?
this, but I don't think it was ever actually established.
I think somebody was thinking it might actually be fordable.
I think it. Well, I don't think.
According
it's
to the
affordable.
image, it's fordable. It's fairly shallow, but
Oh,
that
right. 'cause
depends
that
if
was,
it's
it was
in
dry.
high flow or not.
Yeah.
Right, I
Barges
think,
can go by it.
I think you had said that it was definitely
right now.
high.
It's high. You'd have to swim it, and you can see it looks like it has a pretty good current just by the white caps there in the image.
Well, Salvador is going to observe from a great distance with his spiffy binoculars that he just got cleaned up, and say, I don't know, it looks like it's not very intact. It might be safe.
Well, I'm going to sneak across the bridge then.
It takes no action and seems to kind of just hang there limply. One of it's the weapon arm or the grenade launcher weapon arm is kind of borked and
Where?
did share-
What did the
Did I share the
robot look
image?
like?
Here
I
we
think
go.
you did. Okay, good. What the hell is the squiggly line for?
That's the part that's kind of melded into the tree. Or grown into a tree. All right.
Okay, so yeah, we'll take a look at it. And what's this thing up here?
That was the laser, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yep, it is a laser. It looks to be, well, it's attached and doesn't, I mean, outside of some weathering and everything else, it doesn't look like it's taken too much of the damage. The grenade launcher arm canister seems to be like shredded to bits.
We want to take as much of it as we can.
Yup.
All right. And how about a,
Gordon,
I guess, mechanics roll? Just
Mechanics robotics?
if you've
you
got it.
actually have mechanics robotics?
I do.
Well, that's
He
good.
was going into a campaign that features robots as an enemy. I think that's probably a good pick.
All right. So you're able to give me do you have electronics
I have
repair?
I do have repair for comms, computer, security, and sensors.
Give me security. Why not? I'm just don't bork it.
Security.
All right. So you're able to, both detach the weapon and remove a power supply from from it. So you have what is that cell?
Well, that's interested in the cell. It's more interested in the laser.
Well, you have the laser.
Well,
But
the
it's not-
laser doesn't do any good without the cell.
I can totally purchase beam weapons or no gunner laser. What would that be? Gunner beams?
Yeah.
Gunnery. Well, it's actually it's really just a modified carbine, assault carbine.
That's a pretty big. Okay, so then it'd be beam weapons.
Yeah, beam weapon. Or gun beam.
No, beam weapons is actually different from guns. That's beam weapons.
Oh
is
yeah.
skill. Beam
It's not
weapons,
gunnery.
pistol,
Yeah.
projector, rifle. The only time it's the same is gunner, where it's the crew serve stuff. The like if it was a mod deuce, but it was a laser.
Okay, so it actually, I'm sorry, I misspoke. It is an assault laser. So 4D, 2 burn damage, et cetera, et cetera.
It's from Ultratech.
Think so. I think I dragged it from there. It doesn't have a like normal trigger mechanism. You'd have to kind of fashion something. It's obviously it's let's see, success by 2. Yeah, you could mount this on something and probably
Like a truck.
or you could even probably after a fashion add a trigger mechanism and all that and hand carry it.
Yeah, assault lasers, Ultratech 116 that uses beam weapons rifle
And it does have a
or guns rifle -4. Hey now.
and it does have a rangefinder on that. So it's, I mean, you could probably jury rig something with a bit of time and gear, and probably even from whatever's here. But
You'll need
you'd
to
have to
add that to the items down the road.
I will. For now, I will just put it in there as assault laser,
So
and then
he
work
didn't
from
do
there.
that already.
No, well, no. It's
I
just,
know,
You
right?
just took off the weapon from its mount and the power pack.
Do these power packs recharge themselves? I know some systems does it that way, but I don't know if these do.
This droid actually has a solar cell recharge.
Definitely need to take that too.
Give me a
Take it all.
give me electronics repair something.
That's Gordo.
All right. Yep. You have a portable solar charger. Is basically how that's going to be recorded as. And what is the normal cell? Darn it. You have a power cell for the weapon.
Is it just the power cell for the weapon? I think they're typically B cells. Maybe
I think so.
C. Oh, no,
I'll
probably
put it
C.
in.
Probably Charlie.
In the assault laser on Ultratech, it has weight as 10/4P. So I'm presuming the P or the 4P is the energy cell. So that's a pretty heavy cell, then I think.
Yeah, it would probably be a backpack cell for a person to carry.
Well, the C cell is not that big. It's designed for higher power personal beam weapons, tools, high power electronics. I think D cell is the power pack. Now that one says it's about the size of a thick paperback book.
Okay, so thick paperback book size power cell.
I am totally disappointed that this thing only has a rate of fire of 1.
What? Oh, the assault laser?
Laser.
Does it? Wait, that's
Well, assault slower. Normal power cells are assumed to be rechargeable.
Hello.
Doesn't say anything about recharging itself, though, but we could use that E cell to do it, I think. I presume that drains the E cell.
well. You put the E cell, you put the solar charger on against the E cell, and then you just leave those to charge while you recharge your B cell, and then the C cell on the seashore.
Solar power array takes a minute to deploy. It covers about 400 square feet. Jesus.
Nope. This
Okay,
is totally
it's
not that big. No, this is one of the.
It's one of those that does all the unfolding crap.
It's probably the size of a not a large like a serving platter when it deploys.
And it's probably about like the ones on those traffic cameras.
Wow, what is up
Yep.
with this? So I created, Brian, you may want to chime in on this. I created this assault laser thing, as in the inventory, and what the hell just happened? It went away. Who took it?
Shepard put it in the party?
We didn't. Somebody took it away from me.
There are 2 in there. One of them is an assault laser.
That's Mark's. His is wrong.
I think I just.
Never mind. I
moved
figured it
it.
out. Yeah, just delete the one that's in the party sheet. I took the one that was right because I wanted, and I can put this back
Okay.
in the
Oh,
party
okay.
sheet
All right.
because I wanted to see something here. I had forgotten that I needed to create it in the inventory, then drag it into the stupid party sheet, and then drag it off for it to, show up in the ranged combat.
Well, Mark's was spelled wrong anyway, so it wouldn't have worked.
There you go.
All right, so what were you going to
that's
say?
the thing. That's the thing. It's like, I created it in the stupid inventory, and even though I was equipping it, it wasn't showing up on the ranged combat. I forgot there's some sort of weird thing with this stuff that you have to drag it onto the party sheet and then drag it off for it to work.
Yeah. It's because when the item is added to the inventory, that's when it also gets set up in the combat.
What does
okay. I see what you mean.
the act is listed as 12 plus 1. What is the plus 1?
It's probably a scope. Because
I
Ultratech
think- yeah.
Ultratech was before high tech, and they did scopes kind of dumb.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know they did shotguns when you have a plus. It means you're using slugs. The accuracy increases by 1.
This is me without any skills in that. I had a freaking 19 just snapshotting.
Well, be glad it didn't use the laser on you.
You have gunslinger?
I have gunslinger.
Okay,
Ah.
that's why.
Yeah, if I spend a round aiming, I have a 25, maybe a 26.
Gordo.
Maybe not. What's your default skill?
It specifically states or guns rifle -4, and that's why my skill level is 13 with it, without based off of the guns rifle.
Well, if I recall correctly, any mods you get bonuses can't exceed your skill level. So if you add up accuracy and stuff like that, if it's over your skill level, then it's capped. The accuracy is capped at the skill
Are
level.
you sure about that? I don't.
Where is that from?
That sounds
I've
kind
never
of familiar,
seen
but
that.
not right.
Never seen that rule before.
It would be in the basic set.
It's not important in this case, but
Wait. So, what? I've got a skill of 13. I don't understand how that even works.
So if you have modifiers that exceeds 13, or it may just be the accuracy. If you have accuracy greater than 13, then the accuracy becomes 13.
Oh, well, in this case, no, it wouldn't. It would have been 13 if I do the aim 12 plus 1. In which case it'd be 26.
I don't think that's true.
Maybe that's a 3 thing that Brian is misremembering.
No, now there is a
He's
thing
old.
about the ACK of the weapon can't, or the ACK of all the ACK you gain from all the mods on the weapon can't exceed the ACK of the weapon itself.
That
I
might
seem
be
to
what I'm
recall
reading,
that. Yeah,
remembering.
I think that's. That one sounds true. Where you can't, it's like if I have a +2 accuracy gun, I can never, even with the most awesome scope, I'm never going to get a +4, more than a +4 out of it, kind of thing.
I'm going to experiment with this thing once Gordon is able to point out, hey, yeah, we can recharge this cell, and have him walking me through how to use it and such like that. So eventually I'll be able to put a point in beam weapons.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. I'm sitting there staring at this map in Google Earth and wondering why the city does not look right. It's because it was upside down.
Did we approach from the north?
Oh no. We were right. It was my, Google Earth. I had it all twisted.
So you're like a lieutenant.
Exactly. I have the map
Can't
upside
spell
down.
loss without LT.
That
The
is
sum
true.
of AC and all extra aimed fire bonuses can never exceed twice the base accuracy of the attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure
Daniel,
that's right
twice?
either. I think that's
That's basic set.
I think that's been
372.
overridden.
Yeah, well, lasers are crazy with AC because it's twice the base AC would be 24.
All right. Gordo, I need you to roll 2d10. Or wait, sorry. Yeah, 2 dice 6, and then all right. So you've gained $80 worth of random junk or stuff that off that robot as well, so that you can like various nuts, bolts, gears,
All
gizmos,
right.
gadgets, things that you can use. Considered junk in general, but sounds good to me. Do.
Right, I'm trying to remember what we were actually doing. Right, we were going way up north. So we're never ever going to see Fisher again. I hope you enjoy playing the blue-haired guy, Daniel.
What he might end up getting on the wrong end of a grenade himself.
That's true.
I hope not. Kill all the usable NPCs.
And then conveniently,
Oops.
Fisher will appear out of nowhere. He's like, dude, I've been trying to catch up with you guys for like 2 weeks now.
We all go, damn, he found us.
He's just been following the wreckage and the corpses. Right. So once we have raided that thing, how much of Przemyśl is actually remaining? Can we like scout around it, for like salvage or anything like
Yes,
that?
you can. It is rather most of the buildings are rubble, but if you wish to spend some time salvaging or scavenging, what is it about? If you say, give me a roll. You could probably spend. Tell me how long what is the normal scavenging roll? It's like so much time. I had this information and post-apocalyptic rules. Give me 1 second. I actually have this.
Okay, I did put the assault laser back in there this time. So I'm going to continue playing around with it because, honestly, it's a laser gun. Who would not be wanting to play around with that if you're a soldier?
Okay,
Somebody who
so
sees them all the time.
scrounging takes an hour and then adjustable by time spent. So it does seem to be, mostly a dead city. But yeah, if you desire to do some scavenging.
Well, I'm figuring it's probably going to take some time to tear down the robot.
Yep.
So in that case, if Salvador and Nathan actually want to wander around and like do the scavenging while Shepard is quote assisting unquote Gordon in the tearing down of the robot, that would probably make the most sense.
All right. So we'll
Oh yeah,
make it.
and Padre's character, Joel.
Gotcha, Joel.
Now he's
All right.
like, screw that noise. I'm gonna take a nap. Man, I bet his snores are terrifying.
That's probably very true. To give an unknown disadvantage, can't be
Oh,
stealth while.
that's gonna really suck for both Salvador and Shepard if he's actually a snorer, because it's like I think both of us have light sleeper. It's like he starts snoring and we're like, ah, incoming. Oh, that's him.
All right. Well, in that regard, I will need since we'll do this as a assisted scavenging roll. So it is let's see. Give me we'll say it'll take about an hour to get everything done. So that's for one good scavenging roll in the nearby area. Pickings are light, so there is a penalty for this area, which is so you're going to take we'll call this a commercial area where you're at in the immediate area. So give me a scavenging roll at a -5, but you'll have a +1 for 2 to 3 additional assistants.
Who
So
are you talking to?
whoever is going to roll
And we're gonna
act as
whoever has the highest scavenge, which I think is Nathan.
Yep. So if Nathan has the highest scavenging roll, he'll
What does
roll
he
at a
have?
Sorry, scrounge.
scrounging roll. Yes.
16. Jeez.
So 16 minus 5 plus 1. So
Salvador
minus
also
4.
has 16.
I got a 12.
So we're doing assist.
Let's see. Yep.
How many assists will you allow? You're supposed to roll after we assist.
So I'll allow up to whoever's there that's actually assisting. So Joel will also need a roll, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess since I'm assisting Gordon, I'm out of that. Hey, didn't we have another dude with us? Wait, that was Salvador.
The doctor offered to come with you.
That was Salvador who I was thinking of. Never
Yep.
mind.
All right. So 16. So that's a success by 16.
I'm gonna roll luck.
Okay.
Because he doesn't like that roll.
You'll get a success by 0 at this point.
Yeah, he wants like a success by 30.
Of course. Why? Who wouldn't?
Me,
You're at a
if
total.
somebody's shooting at me and they it's like, oh crap.
You are at a -4 total. So we'll just go with that because you have 2 additional. Well, you add the 1 additional. So. Oof. Wow. Success
There
by 2.
you go.
That's what he was looking for.
I think we'll go with the margin critical.
No, I think you should go with the first one.
You find a laser.
Unfortunately, there's somebody working on it right now.
All right.
Hey, let me know if you find a laser Gatling gun, because
I need you to make
like,
a
ooh.
search roll. A search roll at a -4.
Search.
Doing the same group roll. Question mark.
Succeed by 1.
No, all right. So not only did you find some pretty good loots, you found a stash. I got to come up with a stash.
Is it a mustache?
All right. Okay. I need you to roll on the
Share it. Share it.
major. Yep.
Share it.
There. It's there. No, actually, I'm sorry. Wrong one. The amazing scrounging roll table. Whew.
I was totally hoping him to roll 17 or 18 there because it'd been
So-
funny. A vehicle worth. And it's like, hey, look,
Right.
we got another vehicle.
Yeah. Okay. So miscellaneous gear in a commercial area. So it was. So you're kind of
Twinkie.
digging through
You
a
found
old.
9,000 worth of Twinkies. $9,000 worth of Twinkies.
No, that would have been consumable gear.
No, it's miscellaneous at this point.
No, they're really just bricks, so they're building materials.
No, I think they actually have construction site or. Okay, so you're kind of digging through what looks like the remnants of an old like I don't know. I would say Walmart. I don't know if you guys have Walmarts in the upside down.
You were going to say the underworld.
Well, have you seen all of the
Actually, yeah.
poisonous things in Australia?
That's true.
It might be the underworld.
I don't think we have Walmart.
Do you guys
We
have
do have
Target or
Costco.
anything?
We have
It's
Target.
yeah, okay. It's kind of like
Near
we'll
enough.
go with the Costco, sure. And as you're kind of searching through and picking out some gear, you notice what looks like someone had been inhabiting this area, and you find their stash. You find what a body, and one of the things it looks like the guy has like died of illness or whatever, but you find some what looks like an old set of body armor. It looks like a cuirass made out of some like old signage and some leather. Some greaves made out of like some sporting good greaves, like hockey greaves, and then like augmented with some additional pieces of metal kind of tacked in and around. Some pretty good gloves, so work gloves. You'll have to write this down. I'm not writing it down. Let me write it down, and then I'll transfer it over electronically. So work gloves, a makeshift metal cuirass. There's a helmet. Probably it looks like one of those like biker helmets. A crowbar.
So you're writing all these down, right? You did say that.
Yep, I'm writing it down. That's why I'm like constantly going in and out.
But you said you weren't going to write it down.
Now
I'm super confused.
Okay, does anyone want to write this down, and I'll just list it, or
No,
shall I?
you keep writing it down.
I just wrote crowbow.
Sweet.
Crowbar. It shoots crows.
No, I want a crowbow. Exactly. It shoots crows. It's like the chicken launcher in Doom.
A 9mm pistol that's seen better days.
Damn, you did find a stash.
And roll me 2d6. Wow. 11 days worth of what looks like old MREs, or 11 MREs, not 11 days, 11 MREs.
MREs are only good for like 6 years.
No, they're actually 20 or 10 to 20 years, depending on the kind.
Yeah.
So they're still not good.
Well, that's okay. There is the best buy date, and then there's the expiry date. These are best buy.
So we'll give them to Joel because
So
he's got
technically, even canned goods can be eaten quite a bit further down the line and not be poisonous. It's just you know, as long as a can is intact and hasn't, I mean, it's a great way to catch botulism if you have a bad can, but
I hate it when I get botulism in my can.
right. So I said work gloves, metal cuirass, metal greaves, crossbow, not a crossbow, a crowbar, a 9mm
Crowbar.
pistol. Give me 2d6, another 2d6. Good gravy. Okay, you have the GM hack on. 12 usable rounds of pistol ammunition.
Yeah, but usable for what?
Pistol ammo. And that's probably a well, you probably don't want to use the bedroll. It's kind of deadified on it. But oh, and if you want, you can break down his cot if you want to clean it.
How heavy is that thing?
We have a truck.
It's one of those like army cots. Probably what, 5 pounds? Just sleep
Definitely
away
no
from-
more than that, I would think.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it's any more than that.
Yeah, we'll take it.
All right. Okay. No. Oh my goodness, stupid map thing. I'm still. I mean, this is. All right. Where are? There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to put something quickly together here. I
Yep,
need a
half-assing
perception
it.
roll. Need a perception roll from Gordo and Shepard. This will be hearing based. All right.
That's the power cell saying 15 seconds until explosion.
15 seconds to self-destruct. All right. As you guys are finishing up with what you're doing, and you can kind of see across the man, I seriously took that was so small. And as Salvador, Nathan, and Joel are returning, you hear the sound of some growling coming off from your to the, well, I guess it's mostly easterly direction. And you see what look like a small pack of rabid, emaciated dogs heading in your direction. They should put the grid on there. Darn it.
Are there any trees around?
Oh yeah, there's some trees. I mean, you're kind of working near a tree.
Actually, where are we?
But I'm putting a grid on it, but I'll share the map that I'm working with. It's weird. It almost didn't seem like it was giving me this. Car is about 3 grid
5
squares.
yards.
Is it 5? No.
That's Car Wars scale.
Oh,
anyways.
oh.
5
Those
yards.
are European cars too, so they're really small.
So they're
I think that one might be 5 yards.
Definitely going to need to change the color of that grid.
yep.
One thing at a time.
No, all things at the time.
I'm still learning this alpha thing. Ooh, better?
It's not bad.
So 5 yards, 15 feet.
In the small end.
1, 2, 3, 4. Make it smaller.
That's probably good.
We'll call it good. For now. Close enough for lazy GM work. And you guys are just returning from your woot. Look at our loot. I don't have Gordo up there. Or Salvador.
You fail.
Oh my goodness, really? It's toggle
Yes.
movement on stuff. Is it automatically do it's because I'm in the wrong spot.
The image of the dock, what movie is that from?
The doc? Oh, I found it from what is it? It was a movie with Gina Carrera.
Toronto.
Gina Carano. Awesome. Support her. She's awesome. Let's see. And it was Blasted Earth or Broken Earth or something like that.
Right.
Trying to remember what the name is. It's Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth. That's it.
Thanks, Wikipedia. John Hannah as Doc. Huh.
Yeah, where's the rest of us?
Right. Where are these dogs at?
Oh, there we are. We're up there.
Dogs are over there. You guys are over there. I flipped my random encounter card and it was rabid dogs. Oh, it's PC steps 2. There's actually a couple more.
As opposed to rabbit dogs.
No, these ones aren't quite that mutated.
Well, we did have rat dogs already, so rodent dogs, rodent canines have been established.
This is true. That's weird. Their tokens are. Hold on, let me turn off Snap to Grid. Apparently,
Better turn off approve moves or whatever the hell it is too while you're at it.
I think I did. But Snap to Grid doesn't seem to. Oh, Snap to Grid off. All right, there you go. Dogs. They seem to have been attracted by the noise and sense of you. And they will not take you by surprise.
Well, that's sporting of them.
And I guess that leaves Shepard to go.
All right. Well, he's not super comfortable with the weapon that he's carrying at the moment, which would be a laser. So he's going to take a round to aim.
Are you going to actually use that laser?
I absolutely am, because we were in the process of transporting the stuff, and I'm like, oh crap. Okay. Let's see how this works.
Let's see. I will need some kind of electronic something to create, for you to be able to trigger.
Right.
Okay,
You don't
if
have a
that's
trigger
the
yet.
case, if that's the case, then then I will not be using that.
Yep. Yeah, because it doesn't have a functional triggering device right now.
Well, it
It's
does, but
triggered.
you can't put your finger on it.
Yep. I mean, you cut some. I mean, Gordo could probably strip some wires and kind of say, okay, this one, and then kind of like jumping a car, or
Yeah. So you hold the rifle while he holds the wires to
Yep.
fire the weapon.
So Shepard has to aim, and Gordo. And
Well,
Gordon
I'll
has to
still
take
go
away.
ahead. And
Way to get
take
him
the aim.
involved.
I'll still go ahead and take the aim.
Gordo's
Nathan-
reaching for his crowbar, isn't he?
Nathan is going to find the nearest tree that these dogs cannot sort of easily climb.
It's probably worth bringing up that. Do we even see them?
Let's see. Probably. Well, give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm a BF trophy.
Nathan
Never mind.
does. I guess what it is you kind of watched Gordon and Shepard kind of turn and look off in the direction. So you looked in the same direction, and sure enough, it was like a pack of dogs starting to move.
Well, luckily they're dogs. They should react accordingly.
So, are there some nearby trees that are high enough that the dogs can't climb?
Jump on Salvador's shoulders.
I think those trees next to you on the map are probably tall enough.
That might be.
Because Nathan will grab Rebecca and help her into a tree and say, "You wait here."
That one I think is a conifer. Might be easier to climb.
So that's what Nathan will do.
Salvador is not really equipped for this sort of thing. He has a crossbow. What is the range of this crossbow? Eh. And it didn't read his skill on the crossbow either. That should be a 15.
Yeah, I've noticed it doesn't seem to want to do that correctly. I think
Yeah,
it's bad
well,
development.
it may be that
Totally.
these items aren't correct in there either.
Nope, it's
So
totally Brian's fault.
Brian, there's that view for you. That's the view you have. So that tree there, that tree right there is
it's so
something you can
tiny.
find.
Okay, so then that will be the tree that Nathan will hoist Rebecca into.
Okay, so you'll start to make your move to get her into that tree. All right.
I think Salvador's just going to start trucking it over to the other guys. So that's going to take a few moves. How far do we have to go? 53 yards. Holy crap! That's going to take what? 10 rounds? What is his move anyway? Yeah, he's ooh, more than that. Okay, yeah, he's going to start running.
Trying to see if the
All right, these dogs
weapon
don't
I
actually
have
have
actually
10
is
hit points or
capable of single shot.
Does it have a? No, I think it is select fire. Talking
Is
about
it
the RPK. We
RPK
had that
47?
discussion. We had that discussion before. It does do single shot. It's just an AK with a big barrel and a big magazine.
It's got a longer barrel and a bipod. And a drum magazine right now. Because I wanted the drum magazine because I think it's cool. You're waiting on Joel. Joel's not here. Bad
Joel,
GM, bad.
I was I'm like, what are we waiting on? Okay, so I'll say Joel's moving up with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Actually, Joel's with the car. Oof.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm going to essentially just keep waiting for them to get close. Or at least closer.
So what are you doing? Readying your weapon? 'Cause
Yeah, it'll be ready.
So grabbing your weapon, getting it ready.
Yeah.
You're probably still using tools and such.
He is a
Yeah,
tool
seems
user.
sensible.
I'm gonna try and see if I can do a group select.
I always screw that up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same.
Screw it up? Yep.
Be consistent. It seems you failed to fail.
I can never remember how to do it.
Well, this one, it has a button now.
I'm at 34 yards. Is that right?
So you're probably just pulling your rifle up from the ground. or wherever
No,
you're slung
no.
it.
If you recall, I'm basically
Oh, okay.
basically providing
Watch it.
security as well.
Gotcha. That's true. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Oops.
That
You
is
did
really
say that.
annoying. It's, with the range so long on there, it's hard to zoom in and actually read that.
I'll be very surprised if
It's not
The
going
dog
to dodge.
dodges.
It doesn't know that just it does something to. It might cause the other ones to scatter a little bit. Oh yeah, that one's. Which one was that? Dog number 2. Blocked. Dog murderer. Skip him.
Well, I shot him. I don't know what he's going to
He's
do.
dead.
Continuing my movement.
He's still on the tracker.
I'm trying to get my things up. Hold your horses.
Aren't we all?
Half-ass GM.
He skipped on the tracker. I'm trying to find my tokens. I got so
Aren't
many
we all?
stupid windows open right now. They don't have just a straight tokens block anymore. I got to go to assets and sort through it all and grumble.
Well, you know what you could probably do? Yeah.
Black. Happy now?
No, because that's a person. I shot a dog.
Well, maybe you thought it was a dog, and it's really
Dun,
just
dun,
a person
dun,
in a
we're shooting
dog
werewolves.
suit.
Even better, person in a dog suit. Yes.
Or a dog in a person suit.
Would the 1 second be enough time to ready, or do I need to ready some more?
What are you readying?
My shotgun.
Probably. So you probably have
You
the
got to
shotgun.
wait
where?
before they get there.
You're probably
Sling.
Where
Yeah,
was it?
It'll probably be slung across my back.
2 rounds.
2 rounds. Okay, then 1 more round and ready to go.
Unless you have fast draw long arm.
That I do not.
How the frack do I not have that? Oh well, because I know why. Because he's of the belief that if your weapon isn't already ready, you're doing it wrong. That's right, dogs.
So it takes them around when you have a ground speed of 9/13. It's the 13 is after the first full round of running, right?
I think that's right.
Damn it. They're still at medium. Just still in medium. That only gives me 12. Sure, why not? I'll go for. No. Hold on. They're dogs.
It's best to think about that as just a bigger sprint bonus.
As before, I don't know if you are planning on having the dogs dodge.
I don't know. Do dogs?
No, wait, they're
dodge
sprinting.
guts? Yeah, they're not. I don't
I
know
always
that dogs.
say they can dodge melee attacks because
Yeah,
they're familiar with that.
Yeah.
But ranged
they don't
attacks,
even know
no.
what's coming. Yeah, they have no idea what's coming at them.
No, I think if they weren't rabbit dogs, they'd probably be running away from the sound
Very
of the
loud
weapons
noise.
in the first places.
But yeah, with rabbit, that does make sense that they're hungry. Here, have 22 points of damage.
Yep, that one splat dead.
Continuing to move.
Continuing to move. Launching probe.
Really, Shepard? This is just like fox hunting back home. Okay, not
With a
quite.
machine gun.
Eh.
Oh, I still have to hit shift, apparently.
Shift for
Selecting all of them. All right.
I don't think we're going to get there in time.
I should have put a more central to both of your groups.
wow. That I tried to fail that one.
Poor doggo number 4.
What are you talking about? They're rabid dogs.
Moving.
Moving.
Hey, I didn't shoot yours there, Gordon.
No, and it's very much appreciated.
I was
because-
so freaking tempted to do that just to be a jerk, but I'm like, nah.
Bam.
All right. Mark off your ammo.
You gonna waste all your damn slugs?
Why would
Nah,
you mark off your ammo? It's automatically marked off.
Oh, well, because he has it loaded
Unless you
with
did it
2
right.
slugs.
Oh, right, he has it
Slug,
loaded
slug.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
slug,
it's- yeah.
slug, shot, shot.
Mark didn't even wait for you to roll the damage. He was like, yeah, he's dead.
I mean, I guess if you had rolled all ones, it might have done something, but it's probably still killed it. It only has
But still
6.
plus plus.
Yeah, and it's 6 hit points. These things aren't.
They're not large rabbit dogs.
No, they're more like dingo size.
Oh my god, watch out for your babies.
Well, he's putting his baby in a tree.
How fast are these things?
9/13, he said.
9/13.
Ooh, okay.
And that one's probably going, let's see, that one's going to try and, I guess, slam? Do a full on try and jump and tackle thing. Actually, I think both of them can try.
Well, so being an animal, it's not unusual for them to go all out.
Yep.
You go with the bite and slam, or slam and bite, and it's probably a bite to grapple.
Yep. So bite to grapple.
Which I don't think you do
and-
anything special for that.
And then it's just throwing their weight into you as well. So it's just a bite. Successive bite equals a grapple, right? Or
Yeah,
do the
I
damage.
think all you do is roll bite, and you just
Yeah.
and
if I
you do your damage, but I think you just don't let go.
Yeah, and then it's okay.
Oh no,
So
when did we did that recently, didn't we?
so all out attack, move. Hold on, I'll just roll it.
Actually, it might have moved too far to do all out.
Well, they moved up to their 13, or one They both had, I think, they both had enough room to do
Well,
it.
now you can move full move on an all out if you're doing a slam, but if you're doing an all out double and one of them isn't a slam, is that cheating? I wonder. It's probably forgivable in this case.
So it is move and attack.
I just let it go. That's the only chance they've got to do any damage.
Yep,
Let
because
them
we're
have
gonna
their
like
moment.
take a step back and shoot them.
I think they're gonna pass right past you, because unless they impact and let's see, because one has one move left or after impact, and the other one has 2 move left after impact or after entering your square.
So they had 6 hit points.
Yeah, they're strength 6.
How far did they move?
Well, at this point, one will have moved 11 to hit, and one will have moved 12 to hit.
We'll go with the 11 then. 1d minus 1.
They have to make the roll first.
I know.
I
14.
know for Daniel, he's like trying to get ahead of us.
I figured he already did that, being the squared away prepared GM he is.
All right, so off
Have
of
you
a
met Mark?
14. Well, this guy will careen right past you, missing by 1. Actually, all out attack. Does he get the bonuses for all out?
Well, if he's doing a double, then he doesn't get any bonus anyway.
Oh, well, he missed by 1. Boo.
Well, that's the nature of it.
Gordon's missed. Let's see. Okay, what is... All right. That didn't even take. All right. So that will hit by 1 on Shepard. So Shepard will have to...
So you'll do... Oh, well, yeah, you defend, so...
Okay,
No.
so 2, 3.
Oops.
They're dogs.
Stick that barrel down its throat. It could actually dodge that barrel.
Not while I'm facing behind it.
Oh, did it pass?
Yep.
I don't know if it automatically takes the rest of its movement if he actually defends, or is it on the dodge? Then maybe.
Dodged.
He dodged. So it charged, kept moving, teeth
It's been a
bared.
while.
He took a step and retreat and dodged past it, so it just kept its
Shot it up
momentum.
the bum
You're rude.
for 22 points of damage.
Bloop.
Oh, yeah,
Moving.
dodge. Moving. Oh, I suppose it could be sprinting at this point. I'll be sprinting at this point.
Just gonna turn and fire.
Okay, so something interesting here. I had to ID
Gordon and
and
Shepard are
re-ID
badasses. We agree.
his weapons. No, like Gordon's weapon list, I had to ID and re-ID, and I know it was visible last time we played.
Yeah, you've had to reset it every session.
Okay, so I just did it again.
I don't remember
for you.
having to reset that.
I just had to do it
That's
again.
new.
I think it's Brian's fault. Bad coding somewhere, somehow.
Roll damage, assuming you don't roll minimum. And that poor doggo is deado. That was number 6. That's all of them. All right. Lots of
Well, that was
gunfire,
anticlimactic.
blasts, and a bunch of dead dogs.
And some ammo lost.
I'm gonna step up there and start scanning the area that the dogs came from to make sure there aren't any more.
Seems pretty calm in that
And then-
direction now.
then once,
Joel
then
sticks
once-
his head over from the bridge side. Is like, what was all that then?
Once Gordon and Shepard's ears stop ringing, he's gonna make the comments like, we should really get that laser thing up and running. Because I bet it's quieter.
It's got the sound module on it that goes
So
pew.
pew.
It's like, it doesn't have to have this laser or this sound module.
Here, this is totally see what my mode is for that thing. Once I get it on there, is pew.
Alas, it can but pew.
It can only pew. It can't pew 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 pew.
Exactly.
Ironically, I looked it up in freaking Ultra Tech. Even the Gatling laser only has like a rate of fire of 4.
I
was
kind
like,
of remember
really?
that, actually.
I mean, yeah, it does do 60 times 2 armor divisor 2 burn with an accuracy of 18.
Really? Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know. That's like +9 on, just I'm going to shoot this thing without aiming.
Right?
Right.
So-
Well, it doesn't look like there are any more dogs.
I guess
Joel's
you
like,
got
are you
that
going to
handled.
eat those?
They're
Uh,
rabbit dogs.
There's like white stuff coming out of their mouths and red stuff coming out of the holes we punched in them. I don't think rabid dogs are good for us.
A few moments later, they start to twitch and move again, and they become zombie rabid dogs.
And I have to shoot them again.
Maybe you should shoot him in the head just to be safe. There's no such thing as zombie rabbit dogs.
And you jinxed it.
Hey, we found stuff.
Sorry, gotta do a quick dog bio thing. One moment, sorry. Family stuff.
This is not time for family stuff. Unless they're playing. It's time for family stuff for a family that's playing the game. So knock it off, Ethan.
Oh.
So what was it again that we ended up with? Gear-wise? I was looking up a thing at the time. Nobody remembers. Anyone? Everybody fall asleep?
Nope.
What did we find? Is it?
Okay, it stopped doing weird stuff.
I'm starting to wonder if the server's doing some weird stuff because nobody's answering me.
Didn't mark AFK.
Right, but I was asking everybody that was here. What did we find?
Stuff.
More specifically,
The GM
I
has to
found
give us the
dogs.
list.
did he not give us the list?
He did not give us the list.
What's in the box? Hey, we found some dogs. Did I miss something when I was briefly AFK?
Mark
No.
went AFK.
Nerve, the GM can't go AFK.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, yeah. We're only going to be in TL9, right?
What?
We're only going to be TL9, even with the
Ooh.
robots, right? That means the Gatling laser is not going to be possible because that's 10.
That actually is another point probably needs to be made is that that's a TL9 laser. So there may be additional difficulties.
Okay,
Whose
so take a
side are
deep
you
breath
on?
in.
What was
In.
that?
I have returned.
Right. Well, we
To our
found some
great
dogs.
joy.
You found some dogs.
And killed them.
So stand by. All right. Oh my goodness. Life happens, apparently. All right. So,
Gonna have to send a strongly worded text to Ethan's mom.
you do that.
And I'll say, Mark told me to do this.
Oh, that would go over so well. So
I'm doing it
anyway,
right now.
Right. All right. So you found a stash, killed some dogs, and broken down a robot, retrieved the remnants or the makings of a laser rifle, and you were en route to Przemyśl.
We haven't seen the list
Well,
of
we are
stuff that they
in
found.
Przemyśl.
Goodness. Do you need me
What
to add
kind
it
of
to the party?
GM do we have?
Okay, I got like 12 things going on right now.
Only one is important. This one.
I'll add an extra one to that in Discord. I've done the images for the doc and Rebecca.
Sweet.
So now you have to add them as assets and crash the whole thing.
I hope I don't have to actually do it as assets. Oh, cool. Oh, neat. I like that token look. All right, let me save
You
image.
shouldn't have to do assets. You should be able to just click on a button that says import items or import image.
Yeah, if you just save them to your downloads, you can import them from there. It'll copy it to the image folder of the campaign.
Cool. Huzzah. Share.
It looks the same.
Well, he's got like the
Looks
He's got a
exactly
border
the
now.
same.
he's got a border now.
Does he?
It might be more noticeable with Rebecca.
It's still scrolled out way too much.
No pleasing you.
There isn't, no.
At least we can agree.
Zoom to fill no longer works the way it used to.
Doesn't?
Not for me.
That's weird. I can't seem to change the time in the calendar.
You're doing it wrong.
Well, I'm sure I'm doing it wrong.
You know, anybody listening to this is going to be thinking, man, that dude just will not stop complaining. And I'm just giving Mark crap. I'm like this during, face-to-face games with him.
It's true. It's a cross I must bear. All right.
Also, I totally texted your wife.
All right. So, did you add those pistol cartridges to the party sheet, or shall I?
We are not allowed to do that.
Well, in that case, then I will. So, or is Nathan are gonna hold on to those?
Nathan's got a pistol. I don't think he does. He does not carry a pistol.
Does anybody have a pistol?
Oh, well, yeah.
Nope, I
Doesn't
do not.
anyone?
Anybody who's actually here.
Yeah, I think only right now that I'm aware of, Joel does. But
Right.
again, he's not here.
Well, you guys, we did find a pistol in that.
All right, give me 3 dice 6, but I don't need the values. I just need to see the numbers in the order. I'm gonna try and come up with what you guys found of that $2,000 worth of miscellaneous gear. $525. $525. You found a skateboard.
Sweet.
Roll another one.
Well,
Wait, what are we rolling?
Oh, 3 dice 6, but it's not the total that I need. I just need the numbers in the order. Like that was 525. 3, 4, 5. You find a vehicle jack.
okay.
That could be important.
Yeah, that can actually be used to break in things. Next.
We don't need
Gordon.
a vehicle jack. We have a Joel.
He can use the vehicle jack.
He is the vehicle jack.
Now we have another.
We have a spare Joel.
Gordon, 3 dice 6, please.
Lame. Should have been a 12. You have failed this game, Gordon.
You
Indeed.
found a snow globe. Yay, you.
Hooray!
Nathan.
See? Everybody else rolled 12s.
Let's see.
4 of these people are doing the same thing.
Yeah, right. Well, a tabletop globe. Okay, that's weird.
Okay.
So I
Globe,
think
yeah.
that's like a globe.
Yeah.
Like,
Map.
Yeah, planet, like a map. You know what? I'll call it a map.
It's not very useful as a map.
Yeah, right. Let's go one more round for everyone, and then we'll move along.
You promise?
I promise. 1, 2, 4. A bicycle chain. We'll say that can be used.
It can be a weapon.
Yep, it can be a weapon. 2, 3, 4. A pair of skis for Gordon, and 311. A plastic flute for Shepard, and 143.
Plastic flute.
Yeah, why is it plastic? That's
No,
weird.
it's a recorder, is what it is.
Yeah. And hey, a can opener.
And I will bet you money.
yes.
I will bet you money that Joel wants it.
The flute.
Yep.
Did someone
I
note
don't know,
down
I
what
might
these
want
things
it.
were?
Wasn't the GM doing that?
Then you got a skateboard, a jack, a flute,
Pair of skis,
pair of skis.
globe, bicycle chain.
Somebody was really into athletics.
Obviously, it was
Extreme
the athletics.
sports.
It was the athletics department that took the least amount of damage at that Costco.
I don't think there are any Costco's in Poland.
It's Costco like. What Carrefour? Carrefour. That's what they have in Europe. They have Carrefours. Missing something. Got the skis. Got the globe. I got skateboard, jack, flute, globe. Oh, nope, snow globe. Oh, snow globe is what. No, I got both of those. So skateboard, the jack, the flute, the skis, the snow globe, the bicycle chain.
The desk globe.
That's what I got. I got that one. Bike chain. I'm missing something. There should be 8 items. Ooh, what am I missing? Skateboard, jack, snow globe, regular globe, flute, skis, bike chain. Guess I can look back and see. 525. One, 2, 5. Bicycle.
Some
1, 2,
additional
4.
mice one.
Oh, the flute, and then 143. Oh, and a can opener. Haha, can opener.
And now we
And then
have to find a reason to use every one of these items before the campaign is over.
Well, hey, having a bike, having would be skateboards actually kind of, I hadn't even considered. Did they even have?
No, that's not going to work. That wouldn't be very useful
Well,
because you need pavement for a skateboard to work.
right.
Well, there's pavement.
There's going to be large swaths that are just foobarred.
Hey, as you recall, skateboards are excellent for moving things around a barracks, for example.
That point, however, is valid.
Yep, you move furniture with them.
Well, we've gathered what we can. I guess we should
Some random junk
leave
stuff.
here.
That doesn't count for your all 2,000 some odd random junk, by the way.
So
I just wanted to roll.
It was a very sexy skateboard.
I had this random table that comes from Mutant Year Zero, and it has like a whole bunch of just random stuff. So I figured I'd give it a shot and see what comes up. If anything.
well, there you go. Now we know. Point of order.
Go for it.
We had a certain amount of petrol, or
Yes.
other than petrol. We have taken now 3 trips to or from Przemyśl, which, if I recall correctly, was around 68, 70K.
Unfortunately, while we were messing with the laser, it went off and killed Salvador. So Daniel cannot finish the point of order.
Well, that's disappointing. It was going to be really important.
No, it wasn't. You're gonna, hey, we used up more oil, more fuel. We can't come back.
No, I think. Let's see.
Fortunately, the troll managed to keep most people away from this place, so we should be able to salvage lots of fuel.
Well,
Actually,
we do have a bunch
is
of
that
vehicles
considered
out there.
is that considered miscellaneous equipment?
Got a bunch of dead vehicles out there. I mean, granted, the fuel might have evaporated by then, but
Yeah, well, they're probably using actual gasoline, whereas we're using biofuel
Ethanol.
or something. I suspect you can't mix them.
Well, you can mix gas and ethanol and have it work. It's just, if you use pure ethanol in a standard gasoline engine, you'll kind of run it to, it'll slowly
Die.
die. Yep.
what about the inverse?
I'm curious.
Right.
Petrol goes stale. Eventually goes
It does.
stale. I wonder if
It's
that's
true.
the same for ethanol.
I would imagine it would.
Ethanol, I believe, does, but they have, they trade in ethanol. So every so often you'll pass by or somebody will sell and that kind of thing.
Okay, so we have used. Damn it. I put the calculator away. We've used 135 miles of fuel.
I show, let's see, 41 kilometers there.
41 kilometers there.
Yep, by the roads.
Thought that was 68 kilometers.
Well, let's see. According to this map, it's 30 some odd. But that's as a crow flies. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, I got between 67 and 90 miles, depending, or kilometers, depending. Need to make this say miles instead of kilometers.
I guess I could do that. I'll have to figure it out what the conversion is. All right, Przemyśl to Sanok. Oh yeah, I guess that's weird. And my map must be a little off. You're right. It is 66 kilometers.
Our GM, everybody.
So ta-da! So
Right,
you've
so
used up
how many-
207 kilometers worth of fuel. You
So
had
how many do
eight-
we have left?
I don't know. You had you had a 15-gallon tank, and you had, I think, you had 179 miles of fuel. So what is the conversion on that?
Yeah, I don't think we have enough to get to Rzeszów and back.
We didn't think we had enough. We were going to pick up more along the way from raiders and stuff. I'm not
Well, we
even sure
had
if
enough
we
to
had
get.
it.
We had
I'm
enough
not
to
even
get
sure
there
we had-
originally.
To get there, yeah, but not to get back. Besides, we'll upgrade and get a replacement PRDM or something along the way. Maybe we can obtain multiple of these lasers and sort of mount them on the vehicle. It could be like that one in the first Terminator movie in the flashback. Although I don't want to be the poor gunner, although I will be the gunner when it rolls over.
Mhm.
All
Just
right,
don't be
so
the chick who gets vaporized on the side.
we have approximately 88 kilometers worth of fuel remaining.
That'll be Salvador because he's got the mental illness haircut. I mean, come on.
Actually, didn't you guys buy more fuel?
We did buy a little bit more fuel.
Yeah, where did we put that?
The GM
'Cause-
probably made a note of it and then deleted the note.
I don't know.
See?
See, 115 a 15-gallon tank. I remember it was about 100. It was 30 It was $30 to the gallon, and you spent, what was it, $120?
Yeah, something like that. I think we had a little bit more than a full tank.
You had
I also
18
see-
gallons. You had 18 gallons of fuel. I have
I
that.
also see that the GM hasn't bothered updating the calendar.
No, because it's still day 4. It's still day 4, or it's the 4th of April. So there.
There's nothing
Suck
on
it.
the 4th of April. We haven't done anything. Like,
Oh, you want it? You
Yeah,
want an
go to-
entry log?
yeah, it's like, go to Przemyśl and poor what's his Fisher gets shot.
All right.
Such a
From
slap.
Przemyśl to Rzeszów is the shortest route I have is 79 kilometers.
Yeah, that one
And-
looks relatively intact based off
So
of
you
the
had-
Polish map, right?
Started with 18 gallons, and you get 21 miles per gallon.
That's pretty good for this crappy ass truck.
It is
The dumb stuff that PCs get into arguments about.
right.
Uh-huh. So,
No,
first
no.
question: can we make it?
We can make it. Run into some more raiders, steal their juice.
Can we make it without running into some more raiders and stealing their juice?
That is up to the cards or the random chance. Let's see. Przemyśl to
Like I said, I got about just short of 80 kilometers is the best, most direct.
And how much do we have in the vehicle when it's full?
315 is the range.
Yeah.
We have on the vehicle we've actually got current equals 179 miles.
Oh yeah.
that was prior to that was okay. So that was when you had the half tank. You've topped up and you had a total of 18 gallons total when it was all said and done. So you went to 315.
Yeah, we had like 3 left over.
Had 3 leftover gallons. So hold on. So 318. Okay, I gotta do a.
I'm
Hold on.
kind of amused that Mark's having to do all the bookkeeping when wasn't he the guy that got super frustrated when we had to do all this sort of stuff and
Oh, you don't see what's
travel.
happening back here. The look on my face. There's lots of grumbling. Right, so you have 574 kilometers worth of travel that you can do with the 18 gallons of fuel, if that's right. So with that, you've used 200 some odd kilometers. I've calculated that as you've used 200.7 or 200.
Why are you doing it in miles, Daniel? Everything's in kilometers.
Except the fuel.
Yeah, it's okay. So you have 374 kilometers worth of fuel remaining, which will get you to which will get you to Rezislav, that place.
Let's call it
We should
res.
probably update the current fuel in the vehicle then.
Do we even have a thing for that?
Yeah, in the vehicles.
Vehicles. Look at the
I mean,
pickup.
I know we got that, but we don't have like notes for it or anything.
In the
There's no-
notes
yeah,
of the
there's-
vehicle,
Oh, well,
there's stuff.
okay.
Create
You
a
guys
new
update.
Daniel.
Yeah, is there a? You can't update.
Well, I was
anything
asking
in
if we
that
had
field.
one. Clearly
Yeah,
we don't.
We can't. We
Clearly,
can't
you
edit
need to
it
make one.
unless it's locked for us. I don't know if you can unlock it.
No, I don't think it. I don't think it does. You can. I seem to recall trying that. Oh, what's this? No, we can't.
All right, I'll put it in as currently 374 kilometers remaining. So that's updated on the pickup.
Okay. Are we using miles or kilometers?
Yes.
Because if we're using kilometers, we need to convert the range.
Well, if we're
We'll
using
convert
Google
the
Maps,
range.
then we'll just use kilometers since it's in kilometers.
Okay, so I will switch the range to 506.
I think we
Yeah,
should argue
just
some
in
more.
time for me to change my Google Earth settings to miles.
And you guys get 33 kilometers to the gallon. Yeah, we're using gallons and we're using metric. We're using gallons and kilometers. Metric and imperial unite.
All right. So what's our current remaining?
Not enough.
374 kilometers. You have enough to get back up there and back, basically.
Up where?
It'll
Not
take
to the
you.
ultimate target destination.
Yeah, it'll take
To
you
get to Rez.
91. It'll take you 91 kilometers to get you to Rezislav, and then
Unless we don't go back.
Yeah, I think that'll be okay.
it'll take you 158 to get back.
So now that we've established that,
And you'll get back with approximately 125 kilometers of remaining in fuel.
Going where?
Rezislav. You have enough
Just
fuel to
making
get there
words
and
up
back.
now.
To Coleslaw.
That wasn't what our ultimate objective was.
Where's your
Possess
ultimate
shop
objective?
is where we were headed.
You were saying there's the military base.
Remember the
all way
military
on.
base.
Well, okay.
Oh, well, I don't know that we were headed there this time. We were
Okay.
just going to get medical stuff from Zeshov, as far as I know, unless there wasn't anything in there. In which case, the whole plan's out.
All right, then let's go to RZESZO with a line over at W. Because, Polish.
Rez. It's Rez. Another place we're at now is Prez. Easy.
Okay. If you were to go straight there using the roads or whatever available roads you could find, it would be 739 kilometers to get to the old NATO base. According to Google Maps.
So it'll be more than that because, we'll have to go sideways and go around. And
All right. I think it said it was about an hour and a half drive, depending. What time is it? So did we leave out in the morning?
You left in the morning. You spent about an hour on the road, probably about 20 minutes, then another hour. So say you left at 8 in the morning, 9, 9:30, 10:30, and then you guys waited around while he was doing
So it's
surgery.
not even noon yet.
Well, did you guys leave while surgery was ongoing, or did you leave
Thought
while?
that happened last night.
Oh, are we? Did you guys? Oh, I guess you guys did wait a whole new day. Ha! All right, so you
bad,
are.
GM, bad.
Well, okay. I've slept since then.
Well, so did the rest of us.
How do I update this? Oh,
In the game and out.
huzzah! There. So
All right. So it's
Yeah.
not noon yet.
it's probably just approaching noon now.
So, plan? Just go on to Res and
Why not?
deal with
See,
it
we
from
can't
there.
get-
All
we
right.
Can't get shot up by more robots.
And I think we had established nobody here actually knows this area that well.
Correct.
So Salvador is also from not here.
Well, you guys were coming up from the south.
Yeah. Wherever the hell we came from. Okay, yeah. I suppose somebody could have snagged Fisher's map.
Oh yeah, we totally raided him. We might have left him his rifle.
I can't decide whether he'd be lucky if you actually remembered to take his rifle or not. Honestly, he and Nathan ought to switch rifles.
All right. As you are traveling, you catch sight up the road of what looks like a small encampment.
We used the
of a few
binos.
people, and it looks like it looks like three individuals. One looks like it looks like two of them are moving what looks like an animal carcass, kind of in one of those, like, not a litter, but the dragging type litters, and they see your truck off in the distance, and then they kind of they have their rifles slung, and they kind of watch you guys at a distance warily.
Are they giving us the stink eye?
So they're tired.
Or
Do you mean warily?
warily.
Like, are these
warily.
guys going to attack us?
Did he
Yes,
say
warily.
He said
Warily.
wearily.
warily.
I totally didn't hear that.
They're like, where are you from? Warily.
Well, Nathan will approach with his hands visible and being very not aggressive.
We could just drive past him.
Well, they might have information. They might know what's on the road up ahead.
Well, I'm gonna stay in the truck because I'm gonna potentially use the roof as bracing for if I need to shoot
Yeah.
somebody.
We remember how that went the last time.
Yep, and I was pretty. Oh, that could be bad.
An NPC
for,
died.
So, well, yeah, but he was a dick, and he kind of deserved it. And the characters are a little
True, nobody mourns his
different.
loss.
Hold on. Crap, I do have impulsive. Okay, I have to remember that. Things look bad. I may just shoot.
All right.
This is a stressful situation.
The two with the carcass kind
Damn
of
it.
set it down and step back, and one kind of the third starts to move forward to kind of meet you, like at a not halfway, but at some point a little bit distance. And he calls out a greeting. It's like, "Hello, travelers. Don't see
Hello.
too many people traveling in these roads these days. What brings you to this part of Poland?"
Which way are you headed? Are you heading towards Res or coming from Res?
I'd be wary of Res, but no, we're heading north. And he kind of points, towards, it's like we have a small settlement up north. Just we were out hunting early this morning, and he kind of nods back to there towards his friends.
And the six-legged animal that they're putting on their vehicle.
Nathan will
And-
say, do you have things to trade in your settlement? We have some things, and Nathan will point back to the truck.
The animal they're loading on the truck says, "Free me."
Help me.
That would be
Well,
almost enough for me to just shoot them all, and possibly Nathan and Joel as well. Because come on,
it starts doing the shaky thing, and then like starts sprouting weird tentacles that
Yeah,
attack the
that's no good.
people. And then
they're like, "Stop it!"
Burn it with fire. All of it.
Daniel got it.
We could use some fuel if you have fuel to trade.
Well, guess if you got food to spare, we're always on the look for food. We have a small amount.
You should totally, Nathan should totally start setting up trade routes onto Sanok, since Przemyśl is now no longer dealing with
But-
the troll.
We
It's
have a
like,
bunch of MREs that are perfectly good.
Maybe we should keep that a secret. We don't want people going to Prem. Let people think that the robot or the troll is still there.
It's like we can kind of, if you want, we can sort of meet you here. I don't, he kind of warily eyes the individual with an obvious automatic weapon, and the rather large dude that barely, that takes up much of the bed of the truck himself. And
I'll give him a
and
Johnny
such.
wave.
Nathan has an honest face. He'll say, don't mind them. They're a little overcautious. We had some run-ins with raiders back down the road.
And rabid dogs.
Thankfully, we haven't had too much problems with raiders in these parts. most of that kind of stuff happens out the west past Rezislav. Most things get stopped up in Rezislav. Wouldn't go down into the city. There's still some robots down there. They don't go out much further than the city center, but you never know, and you don't necessarily want to risk them. He takes a spits on the side of the road.
Why are they turning into Southern Americans now?
Because it's Mark.
Because
Don't
I
worry,
don't know what a Southern Polish person sounds
Their
like.
accent will change again.
So, who's got the map?
I don't know who grabbed the map.
I didn't grab the
Well, Nathan will go and grab the map from whoever has the map.
Roll
So
a
now Nathan has the map.
roll a universe reaction roll. You've all.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to treat a neutral in this regard.
So roll until it's not neutral.
Yeah, roll until it's not neutral. Yeah, you guys are like, hey, who's got the map? And Gordon kind of gives you a look, and Joel gives you a look, and Salvador gives you a look, and Shepard gives you a look, and they're all like, and Rebecca kind of shrugs. It's like, map?
Damn it.
I told you to get the map. You didn't tell me to get the map.
Damn it, that means we have to actually go back and get Fisher.
I told Fisher to bring the map.
Fisher had the map.
Yeah,
Fisher's
so
not
it's probably got all sorts of blood all over it, and
He probably had it like.
I hope it was
It-
laminated.
Yeah, it's one of those like.
It
cheap
might not have
laminated.
been.
It's like I think he specifically used up all his findings to find one of those like old plastic foldable maps that you can get at gas stations.
Well, since we don't have the map, Nathan's going to say, well, we need to pass through Res. We'd like to avoid any robots. Tell me all you can. And anything along the road to Res. Is the
Well,
bridge still intact, or is
the
that
bridge is
bridge out?
still there. It's like it should take your vehicle. I mean, it's seen better days.
Yep, this vehicle has definitely seen better days. I'm actually
This
disappointed
planet
their
has seen
accent
better
didn't
days.
change.
Trying to find out where that river is. Okay, E40 river over the Wistook River. But if you stay on the main road up through, the main road will cut right past Rezislav. You have to kind of come off the main road to get there.
And you say
So
raiders
if you're
are
trying to avoid it. I'm sorry. If raiders tend to, to the west of Rezno.
We don't know. That's why we're asking.
To the west of Rezno. Let me use this map. I'll kind of point. Well, that's a big circle. So,
I wonder what kind of robots they have in Res. I mean, I was able to take one of them out.
So he kind of points in like that, gives you, it's like, that way, somewhere, but we don't generally head out in that region. Like I said, haven't had any run-ins with many of the robots, but we haven't had much need to go that far.
Well, we have some things to trade. If you have fuel, we can certainly trade some food and other things. What was the things that Nathan scavenged? Was it the can opener and
You have cabin openers, snow globes. You have some other random stuff. You have some random junk that you know. Well, it kind of looks as like counting that there's what is there 6 of you? Yep, 4, 5, 6, 6 of you and 3 of us. If you want to make it an even 3 and 3, we can kind of and leave the rest of your party. We can wander down that way.
if
See,
I don't know
he's
how
totally
far your
counting the girl.
I don't know how far your community is away, but that deer or whatever it is they're carrying,
Well, they're what 8 kilometers or so.
you could get a ride on the back of the truck. We could get us there earlier, and you wouldn't need to carry your beast there the whole way. And Nathan will use diplomacy
Okay.
to influence. And when did I use my luck? Yes.
More than an hour ago.
More than an hour ago.
I will luck that.
Wow, your
Oh.
diplomacy is not that great. I thought it was going to be higher.
That's all I needed.
That's all you needed. All right. It's like, wow, you sure? Or it's like, looks like you're kind of bringing that truck to max capacity. I mean, we can follow alongside with you, and probably save us a little time. We won't have to drag it.
It's up to you. We'd rather not split our group. You know how things are on the roads.
Oh. Well,
We can just have what's his face carry it. Joel carry it.
you guys seem
True.
semi trustworthy lot.
We do seem to be a
Well,
trustworthy
at least that
sort.
one guy seems trustworthy.
I have an honest face.
You seem like you have an honest face. So they'll kind of take you past, you see where they've actually, where some of the road actually seems like it was, broken up and left overgrown. And then they kind of let you, kind of drive around it. And then it kind of picks up another like backcountry road. And they
Well,
kind of
before we
lead
go, I'll go back to the rest of the group and I'll say, these people have some fuel that we can trade. I think we should take them up on that offer. They're just chasing
They're
some
not getting
food.
my laser though.
Unless they're naughty.
No, because we haven't rigged up the firing mechanism yet.
They also say that Resno is full of robots. And Nathan will look to Shepard and say, robots are bad news.
I don't know. I was able to take one of them out. It's a shame Fisher didn't do anything for it though.
And west of Resno, the raiders are fairly active.
Well, I wouldn't say fairly active, but they can be found out there. He after a little bit of just a short bit of travel, especially with the car, they can people walking alongside of it, using the car to carry the carcass. What's there really is just kind of an oversized ranch. You count maybe 2 or 3 or 4 families, and they got like some cornfield and maybe what looks like a still of some kind for making some for out, for making fuel and, well, drink. I mean,
Right.
But,
so it's that kind of fuel.
yep. Ethanol.
By
Fight basic
families,
alcohol.
are there
Good
kids?
for degreasing engines and killing brain cells.
Amen. You can drink it, but you might go blind. Well,
So
really,
are there? You said there was families. So are there kids?
there are a few kids.
So Nathan will take the snow globe and find one of the kids that looks like they'd appreciate it most, and he'll just be friendly and take out the snow globe and shake it and
Man,
make it snow.
Rebecca is super disappointed because she liked that globe.
She was playing with it, and you take it out of her hands and wander over and hand it off to some other kid.
Nathan's
Joke.
not that
I know.
much of a
That's
heartless
okay.
dude.
That's okay. When it's like, when we pull out a little bit later, they start freaking out because that kid has inexplicably died, and she's got the snow globe back.
Look at the flowers.
know nothing.
Flowers.
I know nothing.
That
Alright,
is
so-
that is absolutely ketchup around her mouth, not blood.
All right. So, there's they just there's some
Use your words.
Maxim. He's the guy who you guys meet with. I'll even give him a picture. His
Does he
image
deserve
file.
a picture?
If you want the you can drop it in Discord and I'll frame it for you.
All right, I'll do that. That'll be probably easier.
Cheater.
Because he's a big damn slacker.
I have photos now, and I can
Uh-huh.
I'll share it for what it is. Number 6. Let me change his name.
I liked NPC 7.
It was an ironic name.
And let me drop this in Discord. There you go. So Maxim, he introduces you around. There are, in fact, are 4 families, about half a dozen kids amongst them all.
Hey there, how you doing? Hi
Like,
there.
it's like the youngest just kind of stare at you guys like, "Ooh, people," and then a few of the other kids like, "Ooh, what's that?" And they point to the laser rifle, and another kid points like, "Is that a machine gun, sir,
Well,
or
technically,
Mister?"
no. It's just a rifle. I don't use the light machine gun skill when I fire it. So I guess it's just a rifle.
You talk funny. Are you a PC?
Who told you?
Why, yes, we are private contractors.
Okay, updated images in Discord.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, one second. Family stuff.
Again?
I'm telling you. Meanwhile, I think Ethan's asleep.
To be honest, I'm getting kind of close.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah, I was working till 2:15 this morning.
That's an excuse.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's totally an excuse because I went to work today too.
Okay. Hey, I actually have some updated log stuff for you guys now. Anywho, so he talks with a couple of the other people, and they bring out it's like, sorry, but we only have about
We only have
I went-
90 gallons.
no, I was going to say 4 liter. We only have about 2 gallons worth of gas. I wanted to say liters, but we only have about 2 gallons to spare.
Anything you can spare, we'll trade for. We have some food. Your people here said that you could do with some food.
Well, they
Absolutely.
apparently got a 6-legged deer.
And food trades. I think it was $2 per
$2 a meal, I think.
$2 a meal. And let's see. And we said gas is, you want to roll a merchant? Gas base price is $30 a gallon. Unless someone wants to roll merchant.
Does somebody have merchant? Somebody
I
has
don't know.
merchant.
All right, so what is that? So that's down by is it 20% or is it just 1% by? I can't ever remember what a merchant does.
10%.
10.
So
I was gonna
10%.
say, Salvador has merchant. It's a 9.
That's better than mine.
Hey, it's better than some. He's used to at least doing some dickering.
I want to see what mine is right now.
So at 10% by margin of success or just 10% flat?
Flat.
No, margin of success should come into play.
Depends on which version you're using. The basic easy one is just 10% flat.
All right, so we'll just do 10%
Ah,
flat.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
27.
my merchant skill is 6.
Are you trading all in food? Because
I need a bicycle chain.
Well, how much do they have?
they only have about that 2 gallons that they can spare.
Which, how much is that going to be?
2
If
gallons.
they want to trade some
About
of our
30 meals.
if they want to trade for some of our junk, then we'll trade some junk as well.
So we're
trade,
pimping ourselves out then?
the best they'll do is an 80-20 split on junk and food combo, because they're wanting more food than junk, but they're willing to look at what you have.
They can't
they
have
are-
laser.
So they are willing to look at our junk.
Oh yeah, they'll look at your junk. So $54 or 54 GURPS in total is what.
Right. Okay. We had quite a bit of food though still.
So, but they'll basically trade.
Yeah, we still have
10
way
bucks
more
in
than we're
junk,
going to actually use.
So they'll trade in $10 worth of junk, basically, or 10. Is that right? $10 worth of, approximately $10 worth of junk for the rest in food.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
that,
rations did that work out to be?
22.
No, we can't edit that. I don't think.
No, we can't.
Hold on.
Which is
Gotta
super
do math.
annoying.
Because it's not much of a party sheet if the party can't actually do anything with it.
Well, you can edit it indirectly.
Yeah,
by
you just
copying it
drag
to your
20, however many.
All right, it has been updated.
So
and we should increase our remaining by 67 kilometers.
yeah, hold on. So
Actually,
67, you say?
2 gallons, you get 33.5 kilometers per gallon.
so modify that down to 50 kilometers because we went off track to our community.
That's probably true.
Damn it. So, right.
So the end result should
All
be
right.
50 kilometers on top of our current.
All right, that's our current then. Right. What time is it?
How long do you guys spend here? Chilling with everyone.
Well, it depends on what time we arrive. Because if
You'll
it's like
probably
starting to
arrive
get late in
probably
the
past-
day, then we may
Well,
stay
it's not
here
gonna
and
get that late.
let Joel entertain them with his weirdness.
Oh,
He could do
Joe
that,
will
though.
totally, if given the opportunity, he will totally take that up.
Okay, looks like we're probably about 30 minutes in to our hour and a half, maybe a little less than that. So at least an hour to get to Rzeszów.
So it took about that's actually not that bad. What is that? Multicolor. Ha!
So it should still be pretty early, just a little bit
Yeah,
afternoon.
it only took about 10, 15. Well, you guys had to wait for the guys to walk. So 5 kilometers. What is 5 kilometer hike?
It's about 3 miles.
3 miles. So you walk at a base rate of 3 miles per hour at a quick hike.
Yeah, it's about an hour.
So it took about it'll take you about an hour up. So, and it was only 30 minutes from Przemyśl.
And then we'd probably take an hour to trade and chill and grab a
Mhm.
bite to eat.
It's probably about 4 or 5 in the afternoon by the time you're ready to leave.
So it'll be getting late-ish by the time we get to Rzeszów, which might not be the best time to enter town.
Oh no. We need to park ourselves out and monitor it for a while.
So question is, do we overnight here or move a little further down the road and camp out?
Joel is definitely for overnighting here and entertaining the crowd.
Yeah, I don't have a real problem with that because that could theoretically give us a decent fallback position if we need it. That's closer.
True.
Yeah, Nathan's good with hanging out here. We're not on a huge time schedule.
And it gives Fisher another day to gain mutant powers.
If only he
But
would
to-
gain regeneration as his mutant power.
I think that is a possibility.
No, you're already doing that in my game, so you can't do it in this one as well.
I think it's
What? You got
allowable.
shot in the head. Of course you were going to have to get something like that.
He wasn't using it.
You got shot in the head. All right.
Yeah.
So, she'll-
Gordon, how are you going to rig up this shooting mechanism?
all right. So, Gordon, I will need a armor or a electronics. Just give me a weapons based armory.
Armory, small arms.
Small arms, but I'm going to.
I actually
I
have
think
that
your
skill too.
armory, small arms. Oh no, electrician. Haha, there we go.
So for the buddy fucker trophy,
Yeah, it's minus
this
one.
is a TL difference.
Yeah, you're an additional -1.
Okay.
Well, all right, that works.
Actually, I don't.
And
Well, maybe.
give me and now give me a armory, small arms roll. Okay, so and then I guess a machinist roll, and this will be at a -2.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
mind.
Machinist.
Yeah,
Does
he's
he
got
have
a
the
kind of.
equipment here to be machinist.
Well, I'm sure you could like with a rasp or file or something. He's trying to.
It's some of those
Okay.
tools that we took from you.
Yeah, I've got like toolkits and stuff.
He
Is
found
there
something.
I think there's in After the End there is an actual gadgeteering
Oh.
section.
There is, isn't there? Let's see. It is under repairs. I do recall that. Where was it? Scavenging, inventing, upgrades, and repairs. All right. So this is going to be. Oh, so it's a -3 modifier to invent, repair. So it's electrician. You will succeed by that. The small arms.
I can look that. If it would have
All
been
right.
a fail, then I probably would have.
Okay, they can give me a luck on that one. You'll need to succeed by at least 3 or more. And
You can strip that pistol down and use it as a grip.
There we go. I'll take the 9.
okay. You're not let's see. You already have it, so I'm not going to apply those. All right. But what I will do is, so give me give me 2 dice, 3 dice 6. This will be times 10. So you're going, did you find additional junk? I thought you guys.
I thought we found like
Found a
was
bunch
it
of
2,000 2,000 junk or something.
Or in random
Oh.
stuff. So
That's not on the party sheet, is it?
no, it's not. So let me add that. I'm going to put that as coin.
Is it coin?
I'm because until
Bitcoin.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in as as money. But so if you guys think of something random, you can take that
Oh,
value
it's not
off.
actually junk.
Yeah, it's not. This is not actually junk. This is random gear,
Well, I just
miscellaneous gear.
That's what I have on mine. It's miscellaneous. Well, I have miscellaneous tools. I had miscellaneous gear on. Yeah,
So
that should
if you
be
guys,
fine.
if you guys think of something that, oh, I wish we had this. If it's less than 2,000, you tell me, and I'll just take the value off the miscellaneous gear.
Okay, one of them needs to be a reloading press.
And then a reaction roll of, good.
But it sounds like we just lost 1,200 of that for the laser. You said it was times 10?
10. So
Wait, that'd be 120, not
120.
12,
So
not 1,200.
So I'm going to call it. So I'm going to drop you by 120 junk but some of that you probably found parts and traded, this for that amongst the people here.
Right.
So you didn't actually have it all, but you're like, hey, I'll trade you this set of silver forks for that piece of whatever you have there, and et cetera, et cetera. And then you use it. So you will have a rudimentary grip. You'll have to keep the it is right now, let's see, how was your
Test fire.
Okay, so the oddity is you have the power pack is not attached to the weapon. It's kind of a satchel pack, a satchel, like a messenger bag kind of deal with a cable.
Well, it's just book size, so you could potentially just sort of hang it on the hang it under the weapon like a feed bag.
Probably
what's the-
affect your accuracy as it's like swinging really and stuff.
I don't mean an actual feed bag, like a. It's not coming to me. Where do you put
I think it works.
the belted rounds? Whatever. You attach it.
There's a snap as it does the charge, clears the air and then fires the laser through the
ionized channel.
Ionized channel. Yep. Oof. And you now have a tree on fire. I think they have reloading press in After the End, don't they?
That is from After the End.
Wow, it's only $200. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Okay. This is clearly a very old reloading press. It's not very modern.
Yep, TL5. Very basic. All right, so that cost you 200.
Yep.
It's off there. You can record it somewhere.
We'll just put that in the party sheet because Salvador is not the one to use that one.
You can just drag and drop stuff in there, right?
Page 32. What is that 32 on page of? Book is that?
After the End one. I guess it will have to read
The
it.
townsfolk are, really interested. Some of them are like enamored by Joel's singing, and then others are really interested in what Gordon's doing. Then everyone kind of stands back and kind of watches as Shepard takes aim at an old tree stump somewhere and fires and sets it alight. And there's cheers and whoops and hollering going, because, well, it looks cool and people like seeing cool things.
Generally speaking.
And Joel does a pretty good rendition of some covers, and tells some absolutely like terrible, like just really off the wall tales of daring do and stuff that one in particular you're pretty certain you remember as an old movie, what could have been the Goonies. Something about him and some of his friends and a pirate ship in his youth. And
Truffle Shuffle.
yeah, how he met these youths and they saved him from his abusive mother, and how he helped one kid and swung from a gantry, yelling, "Hey, you guys!" If you guys want, you can take Maxim and this town as a future contact, or but I don't know what that effect it will be right away.
Yeah, that was always a little weird. I remember I had that problem in Sea Dogs too, where if you had contacts, you had to actually go meet the contact somewhere, and they only existed in one area.
Yeah, maybe they just recognize you as, or I guess in this particular case, you could probably just have an improved relation with them or status with them, I guess.
You could probably still use it. You just kind of have to ignore the frequency of appearance and kind of guesstimate what it'd be worth.
Right. They are quite impressed with your encounter with the robot in Przemyśl. They had always, most trade that they have seen, and the very little they get, generally comes not through Przemyśl, but from the east and Yoriv. Yeah. I'm not even going to try. What? I'm going to have to really just pick a location
Is that Polish or is that actually Ukrainian?
could be Ukrainian at that point. From the west or east. But they generally have kept to themselves in this region for quite a while. After the end of the conflict and everything settled down, they haven't really had a need to go very far. They are aware that their Senok is down there, but haven't traded with them in quite a while. Getting there has always was always a danger. Depending on how they approached. They're basically too afraid to go near Rezov for fear of encountering robots. Besides, what they do ask is what is taking you to such a dangerous area?
Adventure.
Well,
Yep, it's
I hope
Ukrainian.
that I hope that you find the adventure you seek, and that it doesn't bring you any kind of
It doesn't get you blown up?
it doesn't get you killed.
It will, eventually. But you know how it is. Everybody dies eventually,
Everybody dies.
but not everybody lives.
All right. Well, they do cook a pretty good spread. They share some of the meat with you from their recent kill. So
I thought they were.
fresh.
I thought they were struggling with food.
Yeah, but you know how it is. You guys are guests.
They were struggling somewhat less of late, being that they just brought in the six-legged thing.
Mark is like, it wasn't six-legged. Why did it become six-legged?
Well, it's seven now. It's a seven-legged meat creature.
I'm not sure about this. I think my stew is glowing.
It's fine. It adds flavor. It makes it more spicy.
It's glowing.
One in an irradiated room.
All right.
Gordon knows
So
what to
you
do with
guys are-
hazardous materials.
right. I guess you guys. Is there anything else that Nathan gets up to? He endears himself with a couple of the kids and the snow globe, and they go running around showing all the other kids it.
And then
to
get
your
bored.
horror, one of them kills the other. So do you have to actually do anything to recharge the cells, or does that like require any skill checks, or is it just something that can be
No.
done?
You need a
You pick-
recharger.
Yeah, you'll have to jury rig the. Well, I mean, I guess Gordon would have to wire the recharger to function as the solar solar array to properly charge, and that'll take some additional junk and some time. And then he can kind of set it up as a recharge thing, and I think that takes a little bit of time. Solar power battery recharger, flexible panel, can power a handheld device or recharge a collection of batteries in 1D minus 2 hours. But
Providing it isn't dark.
providing it isn't dark, and it really doesn't, it says a collection of batteries, so I don't know how long that would be, what that kind of charge looks like.
Right. Well, I was just wondering. Cool.
Is this community actually in Yaroslav?
It's just south of. I mean, it's on the southern edge of Yaroslav.
It looks like the southern edge of Yaroslav goes almost all the way to the road.
It's true. They're okay. They're kind of in the more middle of.
They're just in there somewhere.
Yep.
Not in Yaroslav, just around it.
In the suburbs, in the burbs. Because it goes to multicolor. Multicolor. Is that really a place? Oh.
What are you referring to?
I'm just looking at the Google Maps in Yaroslav. You got the like what looks like this southern bit of, or on the southern part
okay,
of
I see what
Yaroslav
you're saying now.
has
Okay. That can't be the name of the place.
yeah. So they're kind of somewhere in those fields.
Yeah, that's a printer.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, what in the world? What is what? It's like that cannot be.
Well, I guess there's no reason they can't have an English named business.
Oh, an English name business, yeah, for sure.
Okay,
So
but that's real close to the road, though.
they're kind of halfway between the town center and that road.
Actually, now that I think about it, I may not be looking at the same road either.
The 580 or 880.
Yeah, looks like
E40.
A4, E40.
Yeah,
that's the one I'm looking at.
So you guys have been coming up the E40, and then
Yeah, whatever.
so
Need to get into position of the other place and observe for a while. See if there's any additional robots on the outside hanging out.
All right.
That'd be
So
bad, yo.
so the next
Summer,
morning.
overnight,
Yep.
night falls, morning comes.
And you guys set off for. Where's this law?
You did this to yourself, Mark.
Oh no, it's totally cool because the random encounter I had was final rest for this one. Small farm, largely intact.
No, I'm talking about the Polish names.
Yeah, totally did this to myself. Well, I think I blame the PCs a little bit because there was a request that we pick a location that we don't normally do, so like away from the United States. So I was like, well, I don't know where other places.
Well, it could have been Australia.
Have, but then it would have been. Then Brian would have an advantage, and then if Brian would be like, no, that's not there. This is what it is.
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty of names over there you can't pronounce either.
I could always do Ireland, or if we really want to go unpronounceable, Wales.
Go
We
Wales.
already
exactly.
done Wales.
We've done that.
Oh, that's true. We did do Wales, didn't we?
We've done Wales already.
Yeah.
England and Wales has kind of been used. Guess I could have gone South America. I had considered that, but then I'm like, why would you guys be in South America?
Well, stuff.
Killing drug dealers.
Well,
What was that
And
game?
that sounds like a Wildlands campaign.
Yeah.
yep,
That was the game I was trying to remember,
right.
which I've never played.
Triple Frontier. Right. Morning comes. We head off to Rzeszów.
Da, 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 da.
So before we do that, Daniel had posted that thing earlier about technological skills based on an attribute other than IQ. Let you use the technology. So, for example, their example is a TL5 gunslinger accustomed to firing a Colt. Peacemaker might find a TL7 Python a bit strange, but honestly wouldn't have any difficulty. But they apply a flat penalty of -1 per TL difference. The question that comes to mind there is, at what point
This is not
does that
even the
go
same
away?
skill. Oh. Well, it talks about it elsewhere in the book. I forget where, but you can learn higher TL skills if you have a teacher.
Well, for something like using a beam weapon, I would probably say to keep it easy. The second you spend a character point on it.
And I'm totally going to have done that at the end of this because, I'm going to spend some time, digging around with this thing last night. Probably entertaining people as I'm shooting things with the where it's going. Pew!
Let's see. Do you start a forest fire?
Oh, I'm not going to be shooting
put it out.
trees. I'm going to shoot at actual targets.
See that road sign over there? Burn through the roadside and hit like a grain silo somewhere off in the distance, and
That would be funny.
and it blows up.
Oh, awesome! Did you guys see that? I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite gun on the planet.
Saw it. Poof. All right. So you guys arrive. You get to the bridge. You get to a bridge, and well, as I said, it's not. It looks like it might take the car.
Well, we're not going to cross it
Okay.
until we observe for a while, because
Well,
learned that lesson.
you cross actually before you get into.
Well, it looks like the metro is on either side of this river.
Yep. Well,
Oh
there's
yeah, this place.
you're coming down the E40, and you'll cross the river prior to getting into.
Yeah,
Really? I seem to
the
remember
two
looking at
maps are
this
a little
thing.
different.
Actually, that's kind of yeah, they are slightly different. Actually, you'll even see there's an airport.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Ooh, airport.
Pretty big one. I don't know if that's useful
Yep,
to us
yep.
if we're here looking for medical gear.
Helicopters. Certainly
I
we can
was kind of thinking we
magically
probably
learn to fly
need
it.
to head toward downtown, such as it is. But there's probably signs around. Oh, there's a big ass hospital on this side of the river. Yeah, they got a pretty good sized complex over there.
Yes, the Centrum Medicine Sambed. Sambed.
I don't think we're looking at the same one, so there may be multiple.
Mark's making weird noises.
I am Medical Center Sabebed. But I don't know that's a. What is that? It's a museum. Carolina Biotechnology Center, Agricultural Center. Okay, that's just like a clinic. I think.
Well, like Daniel
Nope.
said, there should be signs, that are pointing toward medical facilities and such like that. That's if they haven't already had the snot rated out of them.
You eventually, before you even get into town.
Oh, okay. I see the one you were talking about.
Robots attack.
No. You actually do see signage for what looks like a hospital.
The one you were looking at is on the west side of the river. The one I was looking at is on the east side of the river. I think the one I saw was bigger.
Oh, it might be. I'm looking at SABAMED, and I will show you an image of it. It is on the it's on you're right. It is on the west side of the river. Now that I didn't see one on the east.
Yeah, it's a little farther in. The route that I had just went right past it, so I happened to just see it. Voyvodsky.
Bless you.
Are you showing images or something?
No, he's just screwing around. He's like going, oh man, if I can just vamp for 30 more minutes, I can like throw in a cliffhanger and say bye. It's
Okay.
not like I've known Mark for however many years I've known him.
Well, I do have an image. Hold on.
You'll note he's not disagreeing with me or disputing me.
I don't know what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Zing. There you go. A medical center. It's really small.
Yeah, probably not the same one, but whatever.
But we'll use
The
it.
other one is blown up.
The other one was shelled and everything. So
This one has a big floating H in the middle.
Yep.
That's why it was not hit.
It means it's a hologram.
Oh, yeah, that's true. There's nothing there.
That's disappointing.
That seems like an awfully small building.
It looks more like a large clinic than a full hospital.
Yeah.
And I can't find the one Daniel keeps mentioning.
What just happened to the image?
Do you see the rail yard that's just on the east or west side of the river?
Did the med center thing go black for everybody? The picture?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
What'd you do, Mark?
What'd I do?
Probably turned on lighting. Or masking.
Oh, is it masked? Is that black or?
all
It
black.
does. It's like shadowed.
Yeah, so you've enabled masking, so turn off masking.
Stop messing it up. It's still messed up, by the way.
That's weird. Because masking, add global mask. No, turn off. Remove global mask.
And then make sure you haven't enabled lighting. Or it might be line of sight.
What in
Our
the world did I
GM,
do?
everybody.
Ha.
Does that work?
Oh, that's weird. I have no idea what happened to this image.
You borked it.
I don't even know what I'm doing to turn it off. Like
Reshare it.
Nope. Shows back up as okay. So I'm looking at lighting. I don't have lighting on.
That looks like a proper hospital that Daniel shared. Big ass hospital, too. So it's probably got blowed up already because it wasn't a hologram.
Oh, okay. That's in the city. This one's before you get into the city.
Is it?
Mine's actually
I thought that was on the
Yeah.
east side of the river.
Okay. And no, so
Or
if
the
you
west side, I
look,
mean.
so if you follow that road, the 94 to the east, Centrum Medicine is right there. You can actually see it on the map that you had, the link that you did. It's just to the east of the shopping center.
Ah, okay, I see. Yeah.
So this is what you come up to first. So there.
We come up to a
Fine.
black screen.
I don't. Oh, what? Okay.
That was the white
that,
screen.
Is it white?
Yep.
Now
You
we
need
need
to
to
reach-
image again.
Picture.
So you're
Oh.
whitewashing it.
Oh my goodness, that was so absolutely bug nuts annoying. It's like 4 different buttons to turn that thing off.
So stop screwing it up.
Yes, sir. All right. So you come up to your first medical center here.
Okay. So,
Right, we have a list.
Have a list.
Right, we do.
All right. So
I'd forgotten about the list because you bailed on this last time.
I'm going to say you have 5 items on this list. It's going to be kind of like a skill challenge, sort of.
The list has some blood on it.
It's fine.
The first 2 items on the list are going to be a Scavenge roll at a -2. The second.
So we'll let Nathan do the hardest
Okay.
scavenging
Now,
roll.
now
Yeah,
remember your
Salvador
locations.
also.
So the locations are going to have penalties. The items themselves are going to have penalties. So you're going to have to overcome. The hardest item is by itself a -5. So what I need from someone right now is a universe reaction roll, and this will tell us if this has
I can do that.
if it's been looted, fully looted, just slightly looted, or it has been fully looted. So
Ain't got shit.
I think this
Now,
place has been burned to the ground.
okay, you can actually with that bad, it's not a critical, so it's still there. So
Wait, hold
how
on,
I'm gonna-
hold on. It is 8:40. I'm using my luck.
You are using your luck. Okay. So
And roll 4 and 3.
We're gonna take the good.
Seconded.
30.
okay, so surprisingly enough, this has not been looted.
Is because of the
So-
hologram.
So it is going to be a
Because
this is a
everybody went
small-
straight for the big hospital.
That makes sense.
how I'm going to do this, since this is a clinic, I am going to impose an additional -2.
Stop
I've-
applying penalties.
Well, okay. So small clinic -2 for the big stuff, a 0 for a medium-sized hospital, and a +2 for a large or medical campus.
Right. Okay, so -2 blanket. And then the items themselves.
No, this is
What
a
do we
total.
got?
Okay. So you have 5 items. 2 of the items are -2. One of the items is a -3, or 2 of the items are -3, and one of the items is -5. This is a unlooted site, medical site, so it has a blanket -1. It is a small medical center, so it is a -2. So you're at a -3 for the site itself. Because you are a group of 4, there's a it is a blanket +2 for looting.
Okay.
For whoever is rolling the looting roll. And that is an hour of looting. You can do the additional
Right.
time, but if you do time, you will not be able to find the items 3 and 4.
Okay. Why not?
Because those will have probably been looted or damaged, because time won't help you find them. It'll just be if they
Oh.
have them.
Okay. So right now we're looking at a total of -1 additional to the items themselves, which means you got 3, 3, 4, 4, 6. All right. Well,
Right.
should
If we're
probably
all
team up on the
doing that,
6.
yeah, I've only got a scrounging of 12.
Oh, well, I
15.
guess we're considered to be teaming up on the whole thing, I guess. So,
Okay.
now is this one roll for the group, or is this individuals? Mark.
I'm going to do this as a group find, but I
Okay.
will.
So we've already got a bonus for the size of the group.
Yes. So you're getting the group bonus. So
So really, we just need to make the rolls and see what happens.
Yep.
Who's going to do it?
Well, Nathan has a scrounging of 16.
Salvador has 16.
15 for Gordon.
Can we do assists?
12!
No, we've already got a
you
group
get a
bonus
blanket.
already.
Yeah, you are gained a group bonus of +2.
Does Salvador have luck?
Apparently not. You're up.
Well, we should talk about this for another 2 minutes.
Roll.
Well, you just go for the easy ones first.
Or Ethan makes the roll because he's only 1 point behind you and he hasn't used his luck.
No, actually, I have. I'm about 15 minutes off.
My
Yeah,
mistake,
he
your
just
fault.
used it.
All right.
806 is mine.
I can go ahead and roll for the easy ones and manage to take a couple of minutes doing it.
Okay, you go roll for the easy ones then.
Rude.
All right, so we got the -3s, which will put me at 13s for these.
All
Good
right.
on that one. And good on that one.
You have found 2 of the 5 items that the doctor has added to your list. Only just barely coming by the first one.
Now, my chances aren't terrible at getting the next ones. And they won't be any better than yours. I think the one that we really need to look for is number 5. So, since we're Dragon S, I will just go ahead and see what happens. Yay.
Okay. So, that
That's
is
number
with the
3.
modifiers.
Yeah. And number 4.
All right.
We are winning.
Good gravy. Yeah. Apparently, this had a wing of the building that was just
It's a blood
blocked
center.
up. And
No, it was
kind of
dedicated to this particular
blood
issue.
typing, and it was just they had a hematologist center.
Or someone put up a sign, already looted, and everyone believed it.
Or that.
That'd be about right, wouldn't it? It's like calling the green country Iceland and the icy country Greenland.
Something like that.
All right, roll.
All right, you're
Okay.
up.
So what was the penalty?
Make it
The overall
count.
penalty?
-6.
-6.
Drum rolls. Booyah.
All right.
Didn't even need luck.
Good gravy. All right, so next note to self: make this harder. All right, you're able to
Raiders
gather up.
break
the
through the
empty-
door. Said, I know there's a hematology center in here somewhere.
And then they get hideously panicked as I shoot one of them with a laser that vaporizes his arm.
Or it's a robot that bursts through the door and says, I know there's a hematology center in here somewhere.
You don't even have blood. Go away.
So
They need to be like the lasers in Dune, where they just cut through walls and doors and everything in its path.
That actually was pretty darn awesome.
I missed something. What did you guys just say?
Nothing. Carry on.
Okay.
Nothing important.
Okay, so after spending some time in this center, you kind of work your way through searching, finding some small items, and one section of the building seems to have been like some rubble or whatever is like blocked a section. You clear the rubble, and as you kind of break in, you notice an area that doesn't seem to be nearly as looted, if even encountered by prior humans in quite some time. After looking through and digging through the find, you guys retrieve all the items that the doc has given you to locate and bring back. I will also need a 2d6 roll, I think it is, for additional medical gear that you find.
Ethan,
Sorry.
roll.
2d6.
2.
That's lame.
You find
Unless it's damage.
400 some additional about $400 additional dollars worth of medical gear, probably some bandages and med pack. I think that's about right.
First aid kit costs 10.
So 10, and that's a TL8 is times.
I'm actually not sure what the TL of that is.
32?
16.
It is
So
a 16.
so you find. Well, that's
You can get a
400.
couple of those.
So you find a couple of TL8 medical kits, or at least a. Let's see. So
Let's see. We have first aid kit on there already.
2 additional TL8 first
Yeah,
aid kits.
I have a first aid kit and that Shepard carries. That's actually his.
I'm looking at the party sheet. There's one on there.
Yeah.
So
I just added them.
got it.
Right, and an additional, say, what is that? I don't know how much a bandage costs, but
Oh,
painkillers. Yeah, you found some
oh, there you go.
painkiller meds.
Hey, it's a Motrin. Right. So what else did
Bandages
we need
cost
to
10.
find it here?
And that, okay, a TL6 includes IV drip. Oh, really? Didn't know that.
Unless you want to trade up for a crash kit. I don't know
So,
if that's more expensive.
That'd be $40 a piece for bandages, unless that's a per wound thing. Okay, yeah, that one's the package. Yeah, that's a half dozen bandages.
Interesting question.
Still,
That's completely random for you there, Brian. Do you call it Tylenol or paracetamol or acetaminophen?
I think Tylenol is a brand,
Tylenol
Yep.
is a brand.
but we
But
call it paracetamol.
Paracetamol. Okay, cool. I was just curious because I remember being in Greece at one
why
point.
would you do that?
Well,
Well,
They
our
do things weird.
1 or 2 extra syllables.
brand of paracetamol is Panadol.
I was in Greece and had a major headache and ended up at their pharmacy, or as they like to call it, apothecary. And I asked for medicine, and they handed me something that was paracetamol. So I'm sitting there looking at this stuff, and I take it back to my hotel room, and I'm thinking, can I take this? Because I'm in the military, and I don't need to take something that's going to be like a narcotic. And of course, I find out that it's just acetaminophen. So I was like, all right, I took it.
Yeah, that's about right, isn't it?
But I was just curious if paracetamol was what they, how you refer to our acetaminophen there as some other locations outside of the U.S.
Yeah, for us the drug itself is called paracetamol. I have not heard. What do you call it?
Acetaminophen.
Yep,
Yeah,
acetaminophen.
that's unfamiliar to me. What do you call ibuprofen?
Ibuprofen.
All right, so
Or if you're in the army, Motrin.
Or infantry candy.
Night
or
fighter
just
candy, yeah.
vitamin M.
Vitamin M, yeah. Doc, my leg is broken in 6 places. Yep. Well, I'm going to give you a 3-day profile and some Motrin.
All right, well, we got painkillers. Pills.
Dude, they're totally going to not be, the regular painkillers. They're going to be the real painkillers.
Knock you right out.
You take one and go, oh no. It's a good thing that the universe went to crap because I would have totally failed my piss test after this.
Right.
You
All
just
right.
need to hope that they're still good. I'm pretty sure the expiry date on these is long past.
Yeah, probably.
Well, depending on how badly you hurt, you might not care.
All right. Well, elated at the the party's find, you guys load everything up into your vehicle and get ready
And
to
pack it very carefully so it won't get broken on the trip back.
Right. And you begin your and you begin to return, I'm guessing, because well, you
All
found
right,
everything.
so that would mean it's going to be 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours going all the way back, assuming we're not stopped.
Approximately, yes.
And we were pretty early, so we should have plenty of time, and I think we have the fuel for it.
But do we look around other parts of the town? I
Are we
would
get-
certainly hate any curious people to have
Yeah,
to
I
make
was
their
gonna say.
checks.
Let's
Yes.
see. Curious, greed, overconfidence.
Overconfidence really wouldn't necessarily apply in this case.
Well, yeah, it would. It's supposedly crawling with robots.
No, but that doesn't mean I have to
Everyone
do that.
with I want everyone with curious to roll.
Nope.
Anyone with greed to roll.
Nope.
That's a fail.
All right. So Gordon wants to go looking around stuff.
Salvador's like itching for it, but he's
I don't feel like I
together.
have to.
What about Joel? I don't know what his disads are. We're going to look around and Rebecca's gone too because she's like, oh, yep, I'm curious.
She has a second snow globe.
That's right. She's like
And more blood.
twirling both of them on her hands like
David Bowie,
like David Bowie.
the
Who
Goblin
never
King.
actually did that.
I know that's beside the point. That's why I was going to say the Goblin King, not David Bowie.
All right, Gordon.
His curiosity has gotten the better of him.
I gotta know.
There might be a hazard suit in here somewhere.
And another crowbar. He's going to run into that.
How
that
is
little
your
dude.
curiosity manifesting itself right now? I mean, there is a town not too far away that,
That's not a town. City,
or there's
isn't it?
a city not too far away that
It's a small city.
you could probably get a peek at. And
What
then
is population?
they keep saying that there's these robots, and you've only seen one so far. There's also
And it had a
apparently
really cool laser. So maybe if we just drive around, find one broken on the side of the road,
Yeah, multiple lasers on the vehicle roof.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
Then I could go pew pew, not just pew.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. This is not a small town. It's almost 200K.
So is Gordon just wandering off to look around?
Kinda. It's I'll go take a sweep around the perimeter, guys. It'll be fine. I'll be back soon. And
Well,
maybe there's something shiny out there.
in your luck, there's really not a lot around where you're at. There is a gas station really close by.
If they have M&Ms or the Polish equivalent.
How do we know unless we interrogate it?
Exactly. I'll go to the 7-Eleven. Or the Polish 7-Eleven. The Polish 11.
The gas station.
Oh,
There you go.
11 ski.
Elevenski. Yeah, we'll go to the Elevenski.
I mean, it's less than 400 feet away. I mean,
Perfect.
wander over
can go
there
to-
in no time.
We go to the mall. Nothing bad happens at malls.
The mall is actually just a little further down the street.
There are no zombie stories that take place at malls.
Never.
That's that's a little further. That's about a mile down the road. Right. Gas station. Give me a scrounging roll.
Yeah.
He found M&Ms.
Yeah.
A box of M&Ms. Unfortunately, and Daniel will get this, they were stored right next to the tide.
Uh-huh. He found the last
right.
Twinkie.
I need a search roll. Okay. What I will need from you is a roll
A dodge roll as the M&Ms explode. Don't ask how, they just explode.
a roll on that.
What kind of gas station is this? Are we in Texas all of a sudden?
Yes. $2,000.
So, what you find, actually, before you get too far, is as you approach the gas station, you notice that part of it's kind of like damaged, and you see what At first, you're not sure what it is, but it looks like kind of a truck. But as you get a little closer, you notice what looks like the holdout part of an armored fighting vehicle.
Ooh.
Now, I mean, like the engine compartment seems to be like tore out. There's big holes, big chunks out of it. But for the most part, some of it's it's like missing like a whole like 2 or 3 wheels. It's got a big huge.
So you're saying
It's
no.
a fixer-upper.
But what you find quite interesting about it is the ammunition compartment is undamaged. Like they just, I mean, it killed everyone in the vehicle, and the vehicle's engine was like completely shelled out, and there's bits, but surprisingly enough, the ammo compartment didn't cook off.
Well, that
Some
sucks
ammo?
because we can't use it.
What are you talking about?
So
if it's an armored fighting vehicle, it's probably not using 7.62.
I'm going to say that
Doesn't matter. It's still gun ammo. We could if nothing else, sell it.
Yeah, it would still be good for monetary purposes, but it'd be better if it were smaller. Unless we were about to find, like a large caliber rifle, for example.
Because you also found a stash along with this. Let's see.
You're liking the stashes.
No, you guys
we
are
keep
liking the
rolling
stashes.
that.
You keep rolling margin crits and then succeeding on your search rolls. It's not me, it's you guys. I was like, oh my gosh, really? I mean, I'm happy for you guys because neat, cool find. But let's see. This is a Soviet vehicle, so we're going to go with a
So
Well, okay. Well, it's not a U.S. vehicle. It's I think it's like a BRDM or a BMP3.
Now this is the link is a Polish made, I guess, AFV.
So with a U.S. Bushmaster 30 caliber or 30 millimeter
Okay.
cannon.
25 should be Bushmaster.
Well,
a
it may
different.
be a different version of it. Bushmaster 2, yeah, 30.
Well, actually, here, give me
Oh, it has
a
50 cal,
universe.
though.
Give me a universe reaction roll. Poor, it's a Soviet
And a 40
vehicle.
millimeter.
Poor, it's a Soviet vehicle. Average,
Yeah, didn't I
it's
mention this one last time as
it's
the
a
potential
U.S. vehicle.
potential replacement for the BRDM or something? And well, I'm
Did
like,
you?
yeah,
Yeah.
we should totally get this.
So it's a U.S.
remember that.
It's an LAV.
It's also got a 7.62 coax, so there you go.
It's an LAV. It's an old LAV. And it has a
Old
25. Well, I mean, it's just an
Lav
LAV.
6, probably.
No, an LAV 25.
Ooh, some jarheads were here.
Does it have a better shotgun?
Yeah, that one had the 242 Bushmaster. That's the same thing as the Bradley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has the same turret, exactly.
25 Mike.
So it's
Holy
also
crap, it does.
it should also have a coax too.
So yes, it has a coax.
It has
50,
two M240 7.62 machine guns.
Yep. So
Two.
That's
Well-
what the Lav 25 has.
Are they both
No,
coax, or is one of them?
one's a coax, one's a pintle mount.
Yeah, one mounted coaxially and one pintle mounted on the roof.
There you go.
The pintle mount is gone.
Damn! Now I'm super disappointed. We can't get this. I want one of these.
You know what? Those are the wrong rounds for us.
Don't care. I just want one of these. Especially, I can replace the coax machine gun with a laser.
Well, yeah, true.
Well,
Or you could put the laser on the pintle mount.
Get another laser. Get a bigger laser and replace the 242.
I did
with
say that this was in really, really bad shape, right?
It's not drivable. It's
Gordon
And-
can repair it.
There's like huge holes through the and some of the holes look like they were like laser fire or something that burned straight through the turret. Like I said, most of the engine compartment is just shit holed out.
it looks like the result of a Top Gear episode.
I mean,
Ah, so you're saying like what, 3 days and it's good to go?
no. I mean, you might. I would say you could probably recover a couple of the wheels and maybe one of the axles, and you know what? There's probably a couple e-tools. Let me see. Let me look at.
Right.
If
Well, you
you-
need to finish looking up your stash thing.
If you
Yep.
had another fully functional lab that you could get parts off of, you could just drive it instead.
Right. Let's see. This is a stash, so we're gonna go with give me 2D or give me 2D10, and
Why are you bringing
salvageable-
pins into our GURPS?
okay then. So you find 7 recoverable MREs.
That aren't
Um,
30 years old.
They're probably about 30 years old. Let's see. You find a couple. You find a. You know what? You find a 2 rucksacks with full kitted up rucksacks that are just kind of that were attached to
Damn.
the sides. So what is that? You're gonna have probably a sleeping bag.
It's gonna depend on what they're kitted up for.
So
Because I think we had ours at minimum 88 pounds of
yeah.
stuff.
So
Something like that.
we'll call it 2 rucksacks kitted out, and I'll let you guys kind of tell me what
I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like
ammunition will be considered included
2
in
sets
the.
of clothes or uniforms, poncho liner,
Hmm.
personal basics, pogey bait. Oh wait, that doesn't count in the 88 pounds. Sleeping bag, yes. Also probably have the sleeping pad.
How do you look that up? List of
You
individual equipment.
look up Marine infantry kit.
Cold
I used
weather
to-
infantry kit.
Yep, cold weather and 2 cold weather infantry kits. It'll have those. It'll definitely have the probably the here annual. What is it? That's
I don't know if that's entirely right.
It gave me a 404 anyway.
all right. Let's
Did it?
see. It looks like you find well, the multi-tool will probably have been on the person.
Sled. What?
So a couple of bedrolls.
Oh, it's probably it's a scripts thing. Or not.
So I will figure it out, or if you guys find out, like I'm looking for one of those, like where they do the
Yeah.
throw out everything that's in. I know there was one for the Brits. I had an image
Yeah.
for that.
Well, it should be easy enough to find.
Yep. So with that, Gordon, like you hear Gordon exclaim, "It's like, guys, come over here! Look what
And
I
then
find!"
there's an explosion.
And the hospital blows up. For whatever reason, Rebecca looks rather guiltily, like, I don't know, it said flammable and oxygen, and no, not really. Okay, so after
I don't know. I'm kind of
there's
like
an exclamation. There's Gordon exclaims, and everyone kind of runs over, and you reveals his find of a destroyed yet a destroyed LAV-25 with
Oddly, partly
quite a bit
fully
of
intact.
with some salvage, some ammunition and a couple of old Marine kits that the poor Marines who would have belonged to didn't survive long enough to use.
Probably not 2 intact kits. Probably enough for 2 intact kits.
Right, probably thrown around the area. Some have rotted, some have
And not
found-
necessarily in the best condition.
Yep. And with that, we will call it an evening.
What? No alien in the trunk?
Not yet.
Oh, well, I guess we'll take it.
So with that, we will call it an evening, and I will let you all go to your awesome lives. And
Wait. What is this awesome live thing?
you got
Are
me.
we getting off some lives with this?
Yeah, you didn't know.
Were you giving out points to people who weren't actually in? I think we were in the first couple episodes,
okay,
but I don't know if
so-
you're going to do that here.
Yes, since you're participatory, so you get your 2 points. So you can use those for.
And
what's
I'll
his-
take them.
So you will get those to use with Fisher.
Very well.
I
I
will
just
immediately
linked
spend
something.
my points on diplomacy.
I am adding
Seems
a
like a
point
useful
into
idea.
beam weapons rifle.
Aha. So
Okay, this is Army though.
Yeah, that's
This
Army.
will
I
work.
haven't found
this
the.
will work.
I'm still looking for the Marine one.
We'll just use this. It's probably not too much different.
Yeah, you tell that to the Marines.
Okay. And
Because
yes,
the
you
one
guys.
I was looking at was like, no, that's not right because it's, climbing stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. This
These
is more.
these
just like-
ones have pockets for the crayons.
So
That's true. This one doesn't have pockets for crayons.
a crayon pocket.
I wonder if the crayons have melted by now.
Probably.
All right. So you'll find the Gore-Tex jacket. Give me a universal reaction.
You're
roll
already
there,
into
board.
the game. We can't
We're
make
in-
more
yeah.
rolls.
That's true. All right. With that, let me go ahead and close this all out. Again, thank you all for you viewers that have tortured yourself by watching this video. We greatly thank you and appreciate you all. If you have any comments, moans, groans, gripes, or
Well,
complaints,
I got all sorts of complaints.
Not you. I don't care about you.
I know.
See, exactly. But for our audience, whoever you may be, God help you. If you have any moans, groans, gripes, or complaints, feel free to visit us on our Discord channel or our forum board at Olympus RPG Group. We thank you for your visitation to this, and again, we commend you for your stamina for listening through all this and our enjoyable
Amazon.
company.
Say goodnight.
With that, Olympus out. Good night, stream.
Bye, stream.